Good morning, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Unity for live stream number 9. I believe it's 9. I could be wrong on numbers. As we continue our journey through the game and seeing what it has to offer and the Assassin's Creed franchise as a whole. My whole start has been, yeah, that was rubbish, wasn't it? It is part number 9. Let's start again, shall we? Good morning, hope you're well. We are back this morning with Assassin's Creed Unity for live stream number 9 as we continue our journey through the game to see what it has to offer alongside our journey through the Assassin's Creed franchise. Good morning, I hope you're well. Yesterday's stream, we finished the story. It wasn't that long. It seemed to go over quickly, considering how much issues we've had in dying. I think the story went pretty quickly. Good morning to whoever's in the chat. I can't read it for a second, just while I'm doing the YouTube side. I'll be catching up in a second. But yeah, the story did finish. I don't know. It was a nice finish. The finish worked well, but it just seemed to end quickly. And I know there was more sequences to it than Rogue. But my complaint still stands that we had with Rogue. You haven't touched most of the map during the actual story, and that bugs me. It's kind of like, well, you're finished now, so now go and have a look around. I don't know if I like that kind of aspect. We haven't seen it in all of them, but Rogue was really the first one that caught my attention in doing that, and Unity seems to have followed suit. But we shall see. So today's plan, we're going to complete as many cafe missions. We've got a cafe mission to do, but we're going to complete as many Paris stories, companion missions, which are generally quite quick, and murder mysteries as we can in the next 3.5 hours. I'm right, my timing, just double checking myself. And then we shall see what happens next. So the plan is Monday morning we start Dead Kings. Again, I don't know how long it is. I don't really know much about it offhand. I haven't looked at trophies still. I'm because we're not going for platinum, I'm not too sure if I'm even going to bother looking at trophies. The reason we're not going for platinum is because we missed so many optional objectives during our playthrough. Kind of means there's lots to go back and do, and I don't know if it's worth it. That's kind of my thinking. Good morning, Dennis. How are you? I played it, yes. It's bugging me that you don't explore the map enough. I feel like when they don't explore the map during the story, I feel like it's a bit of a letdown. As if like the map is only full of stuff to do as an afterthought, if that makes sense. That's my kind of issue. But the plan is Dead Kings as of Monday morning. Again, I don't know how long it's going to be, so I don't know how I'm going to schedule things next week in terms of allowing for that. Also, we've got to do the multiplayer, but I need to work out when people are going to be free to do so. So I need to work out that. Also, I did have a look at Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Now, as you load in on the PS5, it does give a big warning, the top right-hand corner, saying this game may not perform as expected on the PS5. But graphically, I only looked at 5 minutes at the start. It looked fine. Doesn't mean we won't encounter issues playing it. I'm in two minds. Do we risk it on the PS5 and say, okay, let's just give it a go and see what happens? Or do we play it safe and do it on the PS4? That's why I'm a little bit unsure. I don't know what the best way of doing it is. Yeah, I'm in two minds of that one. So I'm trying to type and talk and struggling with it massively. But it does mean, obviously, we didn't aim to platinum every Assassin's Creed in the franchise. We aimed to do them all and explore them all and remember them all. And I think we've achieved that near enough. Obviously, Syndicate's still to go, and then you've got the smaller game, the Assassin's Creed Chronicles is the smaller game that we'll do as well. I'm quite happy with what we've managed to achieve, to be fair. I probably would have liked to platinum all of them, but the time that would take, I think you guys will get fed up very quickly with replaying the same mission over and over again just to achieve one little bit of it. So because of that, I'm not too worried. Yes, we do want to achieve platinums where possible, but I don't think it's the be all and end all in that respect. You said that at first on PS4 because if you have a big bug and half the game would be all over again. That's very true, Dennis. Very true indeed. Yeah, if we do have a massive issue, we'd have to start again. Yeah, that's not a bad shout, actually. I hadn't thought of it like that. So it's a very good point. That is a very good point. Okay, yeah, no, very good shout. As I say, I don't know how long Dead Kings is going to be, and I don't know when people are going to be available for the multiplayer. We can always come back and do multiplayer and Rogue. I'll set the PS4 up then, ready, because I don't know how long Dead Kings is. I don't know how many streams next week we're going to need to do to get it done. So it does mean the actual game we're streaming may change a little bit during the week next week. Not that that's a big deal, but I'll just make you guys aware. Obviously, I'll try and mention it in the schedule video as well. That will go live on Sunday. But yeah, and okay, that's fine. I will need to get that sorted over the weekend, then just in case we're ready for it next week. But today, the plan is to clear as much as we can. I can see a newspaper nearby. I'm just trying to work out where it is. It's above me. As I say, I've still not looked at trophies because weren't decided not to go for platinum. I've not looked at trophies, so I don't know if we should or not. It's always that thing that if we're not going for platinum, is there a need to? Although I kind of feel like I want to go back, and I don't know when I'd find the time, but I kind of feel I want to go back and to Brotherhood and Revelations. And yes, we didn't get the platinum. There was one mission on each causing us an issue. I kind of want to go and get every trophy bar the one I can't do, in my mind.
Good.
And just leave the one we can't do for the platinum. But I don't know.
Best get on with your
Good morning, God King. How are you? Good morning, Earl. How are you?
Carry on then.
We were just talking about
Well,
Assassin's Creed Syndicate. So I loaded it up yesterday on the PS5, sorry, and I got the alert to say this game could become extremely unstable, won't behave properly on the PS5. So I was just saying, should we start it on the PS5 and see what happens, or should we play it safe and go PS4 and go from there? Thanks for the likes, much appreciated. Hey, if Earl wants to be Bugs Bunny, he can be Bugs Bunny. Oh, speaking of Bugs Bunny, I saw something yesterday. These 3 games coming out in July this month. It's actually 1st July today. And one of them is something that looks really interesting if you're into that kind of stuff. You know, Super Smash Brothers. They're doing a Warner Brothers one, so any character ever appeared in Warner Brothers at all, over the whole TV, film, everything. There's a game coming out, it's free to play. It's like Super Smash Brothers, so you're fighting on a platform, but it's going to have characters from the Warner Brothers franchises. I think there's like a certain amount of characters at start, but it will be continuously added to. It looks interesting. Earl saying PS4 as well. Godkey saying PS4 as well. Yeah, that's the same as what Dennis said. Okay, that's fine. I can get it set up, and that'll be the plan. As I say, I don't know how long Dead Kings is.
That the package made it safely out of France. Well done.
So because I don't know how long Dead Kings is, I don't know when we'll start it. But I'll sort it all out. It'll be fine. I'll get it sorted over the weekend. Right, we're going to start with the Cafe Theatre mission today. This is the final one, I believe. You get 25,000 leaves for doing this. Wow. Time to stop once and for all Renard's activities. This is Foxy Renard.
It's time to put a stop to Les Actes des Apôtres. Unfortunately, their leader, Renard, suspects we're after him. He's gone to ground somewhere in the city. We need you to draw him out. Our contact is waiting for you in Les Invalides. Good luck.
There we go. We know where we're heading. And obviously we've got the sword that we achieved yesterday from finishing the story. And we also have our Master Assassin outfit as well. I don't think there's any weapons to really change now, is there? I haven't looked, actually. It's a good shout. I haven't actually thought about that. We've got skills to spend. Should do that, really. Weapon-wise, one-handed. We're currently using the Sword of Eden. I'm guessing there's nothing else better. No, not by the looks of it. So the Sword of Eden is now our sword. Pistols-wise, we're still using Arno's pistols. I suppose the only ones really better than that would be the gold-plated pistol. But I'm not overly worried, to be honest. And because we're wearing his outfit, I suppose, do any of these change if we're using his outfit? I don't think they do, though. No, I don't think any of them change because we're wearing his Arno. We're wearing his Master Assassin outfit, so I don't think there's any point spending money now. Skill-wise, I think, let's go for health. Mainly because I know we've died a lot, I think health will be the best one to go for first. Your nickname was Rabbit. Bugs is back on Sony. Last time was Lost in Time and Time Busters. No, it's a new game. It's just something I saw yesterday. My little boy was saying, should we have a look at it when it comes out? But it's like Super Smash Brothers, if you remember that one. Right, where are we heading? Oh, there. Oh, wow. Okay, we're over there. That's a while away. I can fast travel to this point. So it's, I can't remember what it's called. Bear with me a second, I'll find out for you. It looked interesting in terms of, you know, a bit of fun. And it was more the catalogue of characters they could be using. Multiverses, it's called. It's meant to be released for free this month, in July. And yeah, it just looked, I just saw a video of it yesterday and it looked interesting. You know, for a bit of fun. I'm not saying we're going to do it on the channel, but I might play with my little boy. And if it's your kind of thing, have a look at it. But yeah, Multiverses it's called. Right, let's clear this last cafe mission. That's done then, and then we shall have a look at everything else. Get as much done today as possible, and the plan is Dead Kings come Monday morning. That's kind of my thinking. There's a chest over here we might as well grab. I'd say I've still not looked at trophies, and because I'm not going for platinum, I probably won't, to be fair. But then, like I said earlier, I'm kind of in two minds with some of the other games we've done, because I kind of feel I should go back and get the trophies that we can do, but it's time. That's my issue. I think there's a chest in here. There is a chest in here. Drop down. Arno doesn't always do what you want him to do. I've noticed that. I'm pressing circle to drop, and he won't drop down. Oh, come on, Arno, drop down. Thank you. Do a wall eject to get down in the end there. I haven't loaded it back up, to be fair. I know there's new free stuff out, isn't there? With the latest update, but I haven't loaded it back up, to be fair. I probably should, just to get the free stuff. I think I've got to move it off my external hard drive, because I try and leave as much space on the internal memory as possible, because I record so much for the episodic content. I try and leave as much space on the hard drive as possible, which means I have to delete that stuff we're not currently playing, or move it to the external at least, not delete it. So because of that, I haven't put it back across, so I probably haven't got the update yet either. We have got a new journal entry. Oh, these are the, they're fine, they're the newspapers. 25 days, okay, I might just transfer it across then back to the hard drive and then back to the main thing, and then I'll get it. Okay, there's a... I'm clearing everything we see along the way to missions. I'm going to try and grab. Obviously, the focus is on trying to clear cafe missions and stuff. But I'd still like to get as many of the collectibles as possible. Right, this is their contact for the cafe mission. I'm assuming we're heading in here in a second.
Good, you're here. I think I know how to draw Renard.
How many games do I have?
Put it about that I have for sale a certain
A lot.
diamond necklace. Renard would very much like to use it as a rallying symbol for his troops. There's just one problem.
Yes?
I don't have a diamond necklace.
I'm sure I can help with that.
So PS4 games are all saved to my external hard drive because that can play them directly from the external. Any PS5 games can only be played from the internal memory of the PS5. But if I'm not playing them, I move them to the hard drive just for storage reasons, because the internal hard drive of the PS5 is quite small. And because I record a lot, I've got to have that space. Thanks for the like, much appreciated. You can buy an SSD to increase the internal memory of the hard drive inside the PS5, but they're very, very expensive, and I can't justify it at the minute. But yeah, because you've also got to think, I've got them that 400 free games we've now got as part of the PlayStation Plus subscription. They all start adding up, especially when you've got a little boy who decides he wants to play stuff. I've got to then add them to our thing as well, and they do all add up. I'm here. I'm not worried about going quiet. We don't need to go quiet here, I don't think. Although someone just shot me. Okay, he's down. Another guy over here. Okay. Quite a lot of enemy down there. What's our best way in? I've kind of... Oh, they're all coming round. That's good. I want them to come round. That may actually work in our favour if they're all coming round. I didn't kill him. How did I not kill him? I'm down already. That didn't take long to get shot, did it? Maybe I should go in a bit quieter than that. Hello, good morning, Goated. How are you? I don't have any drives installed because this is PS5, not PC. With hard drive, you get like so much space. You do, especially when it's just full of PlayStation 4 games. But yeah, I don't have any drivers installed. Matchco. Apologies if that's wrong. Yeah, because it's PS5, you don't have drivers. But good morning, Goated. I think I did say good morning. I don't buy digital that often. Well, I do now because the PlayStation Plus stuff, I download everything. But to be honest, if you've got two-factor authentication, you generally aren't going to be too bad when it comes to being hacked. You should be able to keep on top of it. Okay, we do need to get in here, so I haven't got much choice. I wasn't going to fight my way through, but I don't think I've got much choice at this point. Down again. Okay, we need to think about this a bit differently, I think. Doing cafe missions, Paris stories, murder mysteries, clearing as we're on the way to things, that kind of stuff. We finished the story yesterday, Godkey. Yeah, we finished the story yesterday. It was a good story. Really enjoyed the story, but yeah, we finished it yesterday. I wasn't expecting to finish so quickly either, but it did. I was surprised the way it finished so quickly. Right, we need to get in here to get a necklace. That's the whole point of this. We're going to locate the priest who has a necklace, supposedly. I'm going to try and be a little bit quieter now, this time. I think that's the mistake I made a minute ago, was being too loud when getting in here. So I want to be a little bit quieter.
Hold it, you!
He's down.
Where did he go?
He's down. Okay. I know there's a guy over there. We'll deal with him in a second. So we haven't done I have it now on PS5, on PS4 I didn't. Oh, okay. Dead Kings, the plan is Dead Kings we're going to do Monday morning. That's the plan, Dead Kings Monday morning. Again, I don't know how long it is, so I don't know how long it will take us. Why will you not shoot him? Come on. There we go. So yeah, Dead Kings will start Monday morning, and then Syndicates after, and we'll arrange a time to do multiplayer. Unity is a very short game. Yeah, Rogue was extremely short. Unity was a little bit longer. But again, as I said before, it's another one that doesn't really make you want to explore, or doesn't allow that chance to explore as much as other games in the franchise do, which is disappointing. I don't play mouse and keyboard, MHCO, so I don't have any adapters, I just play controller. Thinking who's going to hack you with 50 or more games. People do. That's why two-factor authentication is important. The guy we're after has actually just moved. So actually, considering I've been dying so much time trying to do this, we may have a better chance now. He has decided to go for a walk. He has got guards with him, admittedly. But this may be a better way of doing this. Obviously, we need to steal. We don't have to kill him. We have got disguise, which might be an option. Although I know his guards. Oh, I can steal there. Hang on. He gave me the option a second ago, and now it's gone. It flashed up for a second there. My plan is we're going to jump out of here behind these guys. And then steal the necklace. Done. Where are we heading next? Stole the necklace. We've got to speak to our contact again. I need to disappear quickly first, I think. Before I speak to my contact. Our contact's changed, actually. He's not where he was. That's annoying. But we got the necklace this time. Without going into the main bit where they all were, we actually managed to get the necklace fairly easily that time. Also, how at the end of every Assassin's Creed going to give off a speech that relates to us in real life. How back then it connected to society and civilization. I just got done talking to a friend about it. Yeah, I think, well, it's more explaining how the creed has changed. So every time you finish an Assassin's Creed game, generally it's a speech about how the creed has changed, how their beliefs have moved on, how their experience has shaped them. That's more what it is. But also, yeah, it is also about civilization and things we could do better in a lot of ways. The only one different to that was Rogue. His speech was different to that to a degree. Rogue's a bit of a filler between games, made fast, but the shells fast. Yeah, I enjoyed Rogue. I liked the fact it made you question the assassins and whether they are good or not. I like that side of it, but yeah, it's very, very short, and I still think it wasn't, designed properly. And I think Unity is the same. It doesn't make you explore, and that's kind of a bugbear. What's sad all AA games? I don't know what you mean, Dennis. I like how Arno said at the end of the creed is a warning, and how he was talking about human sins punishment. Absolutely. Black Flag is definitely better than Rogue, yeah, completely agree on that. I'm looking forward to Syndicate, mainly because it's in the UK. And I do have fond memories of playing it, but I don't remember much about the story.
Perfect. Stay out of sight.
But I'm looking forward to giving it a go.
Take him.
Okay. We're going to go to the observation point. We have to get in here first, I think. So this is the final cafe mission in our cafe that Arno has. You dare question the creed. You love Syndicate. Is that what you mean, Syndicate? Yeah, I have fond memories of playing it years and years ago. I don't remember much though, which worries me a little bit.
Damn traitor! Part of the purge, one by one, all traitors are liquidated.
We're being shot at. That's not helpful, is it? Right, let's kill him that way. Nice finisher on him. Not down. This is where we need to be for this mission, because this is the observation point. Right, he's down. Let's grab the chest while we're here. The observation point, I think, is just outside. So we've got to lockpick this first. I like the idea of lockpicking as well. I think it's done fairly well in this. I've not been bugged by it that much. Obviously, when you're low at the start and you can't access the level 3 chests and stuff, but I haven't found it to be a pain as much as I thought I would, to be fair, which has been quite interesting. I thought it'd annoy me a bit more than it has. Okay, I was actually trying to loot the body, but it won't allow me to. All games on account were AA games. Oh, really? Oh, wow. And Sony didn't help you get them back? I think I'll go up. Is there an upstairs again? No. Okay, so I actually didn't need to be in here, because we actually need to be up the other side. So I think we were slightly wrong there. Although we cleared inside anyway. This is where we've got to go for the observation point. Let's see what happens. We never did a cafe mission what it's like. Do you have to protect it from a raid of Templars? No, they're different things. This one's about stopping a guy that's been trying to put paid to the cafe.
Sends his regrets and hopes next time you'll send a better spy.
What?
Are we joining in or leaving them to fight? I think we're leaving them to fight. Tackle his henchmen. Drop down, drop down, drop down. We need to go and catch this guy. Come here. There we go, we got him. We got him.
Where's Renard?
So Renard is the one that's been trying to stop the cafe. So
Get him.
I've heard that before.
So part of the cafe missions all lead to this one, where you actually have to go and kill Renard. So this is the cafe mission. Yeah, my Arno does suck at sword fighting, to be fair, doesn't he? I don't know why I struggle with it so much. Especially with the higher level characters we go against now, I've definitely really struggled with it. It's the first time I've struggled in combat in any of the Assassin's Creed games. So to date, which is really weird. Okay, so we're going into this area here, and in here is Renard, or should be Renard. I'm kind of just running in. I probably shouldn't have done. Shoot! No. Okay, I have got a load of people after us now. Smoke bombs do help, to be fair, if you are in a sticky situation like me when you're attacking. I think that was Renard. So we've just killed Renard, which is the guy we're here to kill. Is anyone else going to come up after us? I want the chest, but why they're all attacking? I can't. Some of these guys take 2 shots to kill. Some not so much. Anyone else coming up? I think they're all leaving us alone now. Well, we've achieved the mission. We've just got to escape the area. Just because I started just shooting everyone, to be fair. Another chest to lockpick as well. You called saying they said they can't help. That's horrendous. They can't help. I've always been very lucky with that. I've never really had any issue like that. I've known people that have, though. Some of them have managed to get their accounts back, but not all of them. I say I've not had an issue with lockpicking until now. Okay. Ah, I've run out of bloody lockpicks. I've never had that happen. Didn't mean to do that either. Right, we'll have to come back for the chest. We've got to escape the area anyway as part of the mission. I can't afford to throw a smoke bomb as a way of making our exit a bit better. So that is the cafe mission done. 25,000 leaves, and posters of plays are now displayed at the cafe theatre.
You look like a royalist. With your fancy clothes and your stupid accent. You really are a...
We've got to kill the criminal. He's going to be miles away from me, isn't he? Okay. So let's have a look what's nearby. We do need a shop ideally as well. Because I now need to restock everything. We have got a companion mission here. Dead drop. So we'll do that one next, I think. As it's nearby. I didn't really have a particular order figured out. I just thought we'd just do them as we come close to them. All the main cafe missions are now done, I believe. I'll double check in a second. But I think they are all done. Because we're not going for platinum, we don't have to do all the collectibles, but I would like to get as many as possible. No worries, God Key. Thank you for saying hello, though. Gun placement Valhalla, enjoy it. We will be streaming the new content when it drops. I'm not sure when it's due to drop, to be fair. They haven't given a date yet, have they? But yeah, we will be streaming the new content when it does come out. Right, companion mission, dead drop. Steal an object from your designated target. These are generally fairly simple. You can kill them and still take what you want from them. Generally, these aren't too bad. They're fairly quick as well. The murder mysteries I'll kind of want to go through because I want to see all of those really, if anything. Done. There we go. Companion mission done. That's what I mean. The companion missions don't seem... They're not as detailed as what I would expect companion missions to be that we've seen in other games. I think that's also a little bit of a disappointment, is the fact they're just not detailed. Oh, I didn't know there was enemies in here. I did see a chest, so I thought we'll just get in and get the chest. All I was thinking about was the chest in here. I didn't know there was going to be a load of enemy waiting for us. Dying Light. I've never played Dying Light. A lot of people are talking about that. So there's a new free update coming to Assassin's Creed Valhalla some point soon, supposedly. We don't know too much about it, to be honest. They've not released too much information. There's also the tombs are going to be finished off at some point as well. There's still lots to do on the tombs. I think there's like 2 missing, but they're going to be coming soon. But yeah, it will be coming at some point this year. I don't think there's any kind of time frame either. But they announced it recently. I can't remember what it's called. I can actually find out. Valhalla. Mainly because I can't remember what it's called. Otherwise, I wouldn't have to look it up. It is called... So, basically, Valhalla will end this year. It will be the end of the story for Ivor. So, it's going to actually end his story, her story, whichever way you want to talk about it. They announced it during their live stream. It's going to be called the Forgotten Saga. It's going to be a free update. So yeah, it's Forgotten Saga, and it's going to end Ivor's story. I know a lot of people weren't too happy with how the story ended in general, but this will actually end the story. The final bit of the puzzle is going to be put in place, and obviously the tombs are going to be updated as well to finish those off as well. But it will be a free update for everyone. Why is that not collecting that? I haven't already collected it, have I? Okay, for some reason I can't collect that artifact. It's just one of those unfortunate things, I think. Don't quite understand why that wouldn't have picked that one up. There we go. There is a... I know we don't have to collect collectibles if we're not going for platinum, but we're here. I still kind of feel I should pick them when I'm nearby. But yeah, that artifact for some reason I can't pick up. Okay, mission-wise, other than the riddles, Nostradamus riddles, I think we're clear here. There's no other missions here. Okay, so if we're clearing this area, let us head to this viewpoint here. We haven't done any of this area. There's a companion mission there, and there'll be other things to do as well. Did I see the cup and stuff? I haven't seen what cup. No worries, we won't give any story. We won't give any spoilers. So we'll head to the viewpoint. That's the new area then done. I just want to make sure we've done as much as we can before we move on to DLC in this. This is why I thought today we'd clear this, and then I'd say tomorrow we'll do other. Monday we'll do the Dead Kings DLC. I don't feel like I've done the game justice if we haven't explored at least, unlocked all the viewpoints, and done a lot of the side missions. Collectibles, if we're not going for platinum, doesn't matter as much. And at some point when I actually have time to myself, I can always run around and grab collectibles, can't I? But it's not a big deal. It's the missions that I think are going to be more important. As they do add, some of the missions, the side quests, do add some story. This is the Palais Bourbon. So again, with another building we've not been near till now. I know we can do missions again, but we have to redo just about every single mission. Whereas normally when we play for Assassin's Creed, yes, I saw the images on Discord. Goated, they're really nice. I like the vase. The vase was cool. Unity's DLC is Dead Kings. Yes, you can replay the missions for 100% sync, Dennis, and we have done that on previous games. But it's just about every mission. This was the only Assassin's Creed game where we didn't clear the majority of the side stuff, side missions or the optional objectives during the main story. Normally, we aim for them, we complete them. Unity, I struggled with, and I don't know why. So because of that, I don't think you guys want to watch the same mission over and over again. That's the problem. And as I said before, we don't have to platinum everything. If it's going to become a bore, then there's no point, or a grind, there's no point platinum it. It's going to be enjoyable. White vase with the... Yes. That was great. I really like that one. That was good. So this is Palais Bourbon. The palace lay outside the former ramparts, but close to what was then the Place Louis XIV, now Place de la Concorde. At the time, it was a self-contained little city that provided a safe haven from the sprawling city. It was built on the whim of the illegitimate daughter, later legitimized, of Louis the 16th. I think it's 16th. And the Marquise de Montespan. Louis XIV purchased a plot to brighten up the south side of the square that would bear his name until 1790. In the revolutionary era, it was nationalised, and the Council of the 500 gathered there to deliberate and legislate. That's the thing, we're still finding buildings we haven't found until now, mainly because the story didn't encourage us to go around a lot of the map. And yeah, that's always a bugbear for me. Right, we do need to get in there because there was a viewpoint. I'm just trying to see where the best place to climb up is. Where's the best place? Probably this side. I think guards are going to come after me, aren't they? The minute I go near it. I don't think we're just allowed in there. And I can climb this, can I? No. I'm not here. You didn't see me. There's a blue chest here we'll have to deal with in a second. I think this is our best place to climb up, to be fair. Lots of windows for good climbing. Oh, don't fall down. Oh, I got shot again. Let's try that. I know where I want to climb, now it's just a case of getting away from them guys. They will leave us alone once we go on top, because they won't follow us. Okay, we're up. As long as they can't shoot, we're all good. Kind of the wrong side now. Oh, come on. We'll go this way. There we go. All we want is the viewpoint. That's all we want. Now we can synchronize. The Ezio trilogy we did on the PS4. No, yeah, I think we did it on 4. Did we do it on 5 or 4? I can't remember which one. But I have it, yes. But you don't have a PS5 version. It hasn't been remastered, so we've only got a PS4 version. Ivor's Stories doesn't end until the end of the year. Yeah, that's when this new. That's what they're saying though. The new DLC coming out, the Forgotten Saga, is meant to be his end story. From what I read, I read mine a few days ago though, so it could have been changed by now. There might be some new information. Okay, there is a blue chest there. I'm not sure if I'm going to be allowed to get it because of these guys. Yeah, I can get it. See you later. I just wanted the blue chest because it was there. Right, let's have a look where we're heading next. What's nearby? I'm not too worried about artifacts and stuff. Let's focus on missions, I think. So there's actually no missions in this area, from what I can tell. So I've got no... Hang on a second. There's no viewpoint for that area. Why is there no viewpoint for that area? It's unusual. Okay. Where should we head? Why am I missing viewpoints? Okay, for some reason all my viewpoints have disappeared. I don't know why. The Summer's Forgotten Saga DLC comes to video. Okay. They release on the 25th. You give Valhalla then, nice. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on here. All my viewpoints have disappeared. So the ones we haven't done have now all disappeared. I don't know why. Even if I change that. Okay. Missions wise. Oh, that's weird. There's a few. Oh, I know why. It's because I'm wanted. So the map isn't showing up certain things because they're chasing me. I was going to say, I couldn't see missions or anything either, which is really weird. But it's because I'm wanted. There we go. Everything's back now. That's why I couldn't see any missions. Right, we've got a companion mission here. You'll pay for this. There is a Paris story mission there as well. Paris stories are the ones that actually give you a mini story behind it. So they're the ones I want to go for, really. You want to wait till it's all completed? Ivor's story's ending in December. So it's 2 different updates then. To end his story. His or her, depends on who you play as. Yeah, no, I can understand waiting until it's completed, Dennis. To be fair, I have a little bit of a sentimental thing with the Valhalla because it's the first game I streamed on the channel. I kind of have a little bit of a sentimental feeling behind it. I think that's the 25th out of 25, 25 out of 25 done. So that'll be a reward as well now. Whatever that reward may be. 10,000 leaves. Nice. Okay, companion mission is just coming up here. We'll do this. Harry stories are the ones that add story, so I want to make sure we do focus on those as well. So you'll pay for this. Protect your ally and make sure they survive. So we need to go and find our ally and make sure he survives. These again aren't generally too bad. We've done them previously. There's our ally. Where's the enemy? Oh, just here. Is that it? Any more for any more?
You had it coming. You and all your bloody kind.
No, that was it. The companion missions, I just feel they're a bit not thought about properly. There should be a lot more story towards the companion missions, I feel. It's Forgotten Sagas of playable content over and over. Oh, okay.
Hello, Arno.
Right, what's next? That's done. That was quick and easy. We have got a Paris Stories just there. There's a shop nearby as well, so we'll head there. We'll grab the shop on the way. Paris Story mission. And then we'll look again after that. I don't mean to chuck everyone out the way. They're just in my way.
Don't make this massacre than it has to be. Give sir.
Another crowd event complete. Shop. Just here. It's mainly consumables we need to keep repurchasing. Part of me is thinking let's maybe not bother with companion missions. There's no story to them. It's just the Paris Stories seem to be. The Mastery Challenge also ended in August and September. I did some of the Mastery Challenges. They didn't really interest me, to be fair. No point in getting there and waiting for it to be full, but you can still do his side story and then... Yeah, to be fair, we played it from release and every DLC and everything that's been added since. I get the playing it in one go, though. But then we had 200 odd hours into it before the first DLC released. You're in bed, it's 4:22 in the morning. Wow, Goku. You really need to get some sleep. Paris Story, this is worth 25,000 leaves. Again, money's no longer an issue, I've noticed. So, clear a path to provide Napoleon and Josephine with a lovely walk.
This is damned awful, but I promised Bonaparte, damn him.
So, we're helping Napoleon Bonaparte.
What the juice is her name?
We're helping Bonaparte. Look at that. And in Forgotten Saga finally has a dragon to fight. Oh, nice. You sleep a lot, do you? Okay, as long as you do. I think there's a range of ages, to be fair, Dog. Good morning, Dog, by the way. How are you? If people don't want to say how old they are, it's not an issue, Dog. But we generally have a range of ages, I would have said. Right. Thomas Alexandre Dumas, this is the guy that's talking to us now. He wants us to provide Napoleon Bonaparte a safe route to walk with this woman he's met. So not to be confused with son, the famous French author, this Alexandre Dumas, who also went by the name Thomas Alexandre Dumas, was the son of a lesser French nobleman, Alexandre Antoine Davy, Marquis de la Pelleterie, and a black slave, Marie Cassette Dumas, in Saint-Domingue. The Marquis returned to Paris with his son in 1776. Briefly selling young Thomas Alexandre into slavery, possibly in order to get him into France legally. This is why you read these comments. I add the appalling historical details, because I care. Dumas stood well over 6 feet tall and knew no fear. He joined the 1st Battalions of the Revolution in the rank of private, using his mother's name to avoid family shame at being of such a low rank. Men of noble lineage could enter directly into commissioned ranks, but it was so difficult for someone of mixed race to do so. It's fun to try to guess why. Dumas went on to have a dazzling military career, attaining the rank of general. He served as second in command to the Chevalier St. George in the Black Legion, so named it comprised of 3 men of colour. He later led the Army of the Alps as Commander-in-Chief. Unfortunately, later in his career, Dumas found himself at odds with Napoleon Bonaparte. When he was captured in prison in 1799, Bonaparte did nothing to secure his release, and Dumas returned to France ill and impoverished. He was denied a pension from the army and died in 1806 at the age of 44. So for everything he did for the army, Bonaparte screwed him over at the end. That was horrendous. If you got Unity at start, I would hate the game if it had bugs. When it first came out, it was bugged. I enjoyed Assassin's Creed 3. I thought it was a decent story. I liked the idea you'd meet Connor at the start as a young, naive boy, and by the end of it, you can see the change in his whole demeanour. So I really enjoyed it. Of course, there's nothing to do after beating it, no. A lot of the older games, there wasn't much to do after beating them. That's the thing. Star Wars in short. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. Assassin's Creed 3.
Josephine. He wants to take a romantic stroll, but the royalists are after him. Bonaparte is to meet her just south of the Palais Bourbon.
Okay.
I need you to clear out any royalists in their path.
So we need to head to where their route's going to take them. And then we need to clear out the royalists as they go for their walk. That's the mission. There's a chest here as well. I can't help myself. If I know there's something nearby, I have to grab it. So we'll go and help Bonaparte take his walk with Josephine. This is the current Paris story mission. And then I think what we should do, I want to do all the... don't go up there. We don't need to go up. We need to do all the different synchronization points, but also I want to have a look at all the murder mysteries as well. Because I want to make sure we don't miss any of those today. So we may aim just to do murder mysteries next, then we'll go back to Paris stories possibly. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. Otherwise we're going to end up missing some things if we spend... Because I'm likely to get distracted and not focus on certain things if I'm not careful. I know what I'm like. I don't think Connor was OP, to be fair. I didn't find him OP. Yeah, I don't think so. Stop hurting civilians. I do like the finishing moves. When you get them to work, they are really good. You liked Origins? Origins was good. Yeah, the Egyptian side of it was amazing. Right. We found Josephine. We found them.
Captain, for now. I have prospects, though.
I'm sure.
Very good prospects.
It's a lovely day for a walk.
Yes, of course.
I didn't find there was much a grind to the side quest, to be fair. 10 targets to take care of. Okay, this is all in the house here.
Hey, stay there, sir.
Yeah, I know. I've gone the wrong way. Come in. Right, another one down. Is that 3 down now? Yeah, I don't think you're going to do anything to me, are you? Right, upstairs there's another 2. No, normal civilian there. One's there. There's still some more upstairs as well, I think. Yeah, he's dealt with.
Revolutionary bastard!
Okay, is that another one down? Okay. There's another one over there by the looks of things. So we've got 3 more to take out before Napoleon can take his walk. One is up here. These are the royalists that don't want Napoleon around. Perfect. This guy is next.
Hey! Hold still, you
And then we've got one more over there to deal with. And then I think Napoleon can go for his walk.
That is shit.
Okay, so that is all 10. Does that mean Napoleon can have his walk now? They're walking. We've got to follow them still. There's still going to be people after them, I think. Don't know how close I need to be to him, to be fair. Before Connor was underpowered. He couldn't win with him very well, struggled with him. I didn't find he was underpowered, I just wouldn't have said he was over. I never did. I did a couple of fights with Anubis and then got bored because it's the same thing over and over again. Love how you see Connor. I'm not even going to pronounce his name. I know there's no point me trying. As a kid till 35, I think that's with Dad, best things, that's with Edward. I like the fact Connor's relationship with Achilles. I really enjoyed that relationship as well. You master him, he is great. I enjoyed combat with him. I thought combat was good fun. Right, we followed them. Cassandra was overpowered, but Cassandra was half god, wasn't she?
It's just that you're...
Or Alexios, whoever you played as. They were half gods, demigods, I think they're called. So of course they were overpowered.
I can barely breathe, talk, think. We must meet again.
Oh, yes, perhaps.
She doesn't seem very interested in Napoleon. He said we should see each other again, and she says, yeah, well, perhaps. He thinks it went pretty well. We have got a database entry first. She was a real person. And it just knocked me off the database entry. So Josephine is a real person. Let's have a quick look at her. Josephine. She's not in this one. Okay. Paris Stories, won't it? Jax, Jean, Josephine. Well, they were demigods, I believe, weren't they? Isu DNA. You want Desmond back? Why did it end like that? I would have a modern day assassin. Doesn't have to be Desmond. I think the Desmond story ending was actually really well done. The fact that we've seen how he decided to sacrifice himself for the greater good, I think was good. To be fair, I liked his modern day story. I can't say too much about the modern day story because of Valhalla. Yeah, he was always bound to, wasn't he? So Josephine was born in Martinique. Marie Joseph Rose Tasha de la Parigi came to France and married Alexander de Bahom, I don't know how to say that name, in 1779. Her husband, a member of the nobility, fell to the revolution, was executed. Subsequently, she became a popular guest at many a society party, eventually catching the eye of an on-the-rise Napoleon Bonaparte, who was in the market for a wife. Josephine, a few years older than Bonaparte, was considerably more sophisticated than he. She initially married him to ensure financial security, and their initial years were marked by infidelity and considerable time apart when he was off at war in Italy and Egypt. However, the passion grew, and years later, after Napoleon divorced her and remarried in search of an heir, he insisted that she retain the title of Empress. Josephine retired to the Chateau de Malmaison when she died in 1814. She had a very interesting life then, didn't she? Yeah, first wife. I like that, that's quite cool. Okay, so I think we need to concentrate on murder mysteries, otherwise I'm not going to get them done. And I kind of want to see all the murder mysteries if we can. So them and Viewpoints are kind of our focus, I think. Where is our next murder mystery? Might be in an area we've not been to yet. Because I can't see one. I haven't done them all, surely. Oh, it's there. So here's an area we've not been to yet. So let's get to this viewpoint first. There is also a flying boy. Okay, we'll do those two. And then we'll head over here, viewpoint. And then the mystery over there. I kind of want to make sure we do all the murder mysteries. There is a red chest here, actually. Let's try and grab that while we're here. I know we don't have to grab every chest.
Bloody counter-revolutionary! Don't let me kick you, break your heart out!
Right, it's all them down. I just wanted to grab the chest because it was nearby. One, two, done. I probably shouldn't really focus on the chest as much. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to say too much about the end of Valhalla, because I knew people haven't played it. That's why I said I didn't want to talk about too much about it. Okay, let's concentrate on the viewpoint. I'm getting carried away with going after chests and stuff. We won't get much done if I keep doing that. See you later, guys. I'll catch up and chat in a second as well. Just trying to get away from the guards. Which we've managed to. Right, let's climb up. Josephine birthed one son of Napoleon. That son died in battle. Because he said he remarried because he wanted an heir, didn't he? But I didn't realise his first heir died in battle then. Okay, we're trying to get up to there for the viewpoint. And then there is a Paris story do here. Something about electrical. So it could be quite an interesting one. Okay, I don't think I can make that jump, annoyingly. No. So down and up. And then up the other side. This is a place you've not been to. Saint-Germain-des-Prés. I'll have a look at this in a second. Let me just check up on the chat. Bear with me a second. Okay. But that was that hidden the characters from VR Descendants, although they told legend of one assassin who saved and destroyed the world. And one of the endings. No spoilers. Yeah, please don't spoil it for other people who haven't played it yet. I know, obviously, if you didn't know, then, you know, it's fine. But I would avoid spoilers. People were complaining because it was similar to Odyssey and Origins. The big complaint was that Ivor wasn't an assassin, was the big complaint. But obviously, he was never going to be. Before investing or buying a listen to people's but only game expert. Do you always look things up before buying a game? I very rarely, because I don't want anything ruined. You don't like Valhalla, only reason I want to play it because I want to beat all the assassins. Okay, fair enough. I enjoyed Valhalla. We put in, I think, 250 odd hours in total. I enjoyed it. You've got to... He's not an assassin, but it explains why he's not. So once you understand that, it kind of, in my eyes, works. The game itself is really well done. Thank you for the like, much appreciated. I think it does. It depends what you go in expecting, to be honest. If you're going in expecting a true Assassin's Creed game, you're probably going to be disappointed. But the world that is being created is so alive, and yeah, I just like the historical accuracy as well. I think it's got the best discovery tour that's been done so far as well. So this is Saint-Germain-des-Prés. Prior to Revolution, Saint-Germain-des-Prés was a popular area for nobility to have their country houses, and the town's abbey was one of the richest in France. The site's first church was raised in the year 558. Revolution effectively turned the abbey from church to storehouse, and 15,000 tons of gunpowder were stockpiled in the refectory. Perhaps inevitably, an explosion destroyed part of the former abbey in August 1794. Not that has prevented it from becoming the prison d'Abbé, where some of the most atrocious massacres would take place in September 1793. A sense of linear time perhaps inevitably exploded when Astoria couldn't be bothered to fact-check their database. Good morning, Hi Dusk, how are you? Yes, I enjoyed it as a game in itself. I thought the world they achieved and created was really good. The historical accuracy was good. The different stories mixed in were really good. But obviously those who want a true Assassin's experience, you're not going to get that. And that's why it was disliked. Because that's what people wanted, and that's not what it is. It was Napoleon's stepson. Oh, wow, okay. 959. But I did not him to be. Okay, this, I missed the viewpoint. I have this the other side. There's me climbing up. I'm still looking at the chat while I'm climbing. I missed where the viewpoint was. There we go. Right, let's synchronize this. I'm conscious of time. I want to try and get enough of what we want done today. But you expected him. You understood why he didn't want to be an assassin, but you didn't expect him not to be one. Got you. If you had to rate it out of 10, what would you say? You had Odyssey though, played it for a bit, but it didn't feel like an Assassin's Creed game. Origins is really good, especially DLC, because it explains the beginning of the Assassins. I like that side of it. The game itself is really good, and Bayek's story is definitely worth giving a go, I would say. Odyssey was okay. Obviously, the story's decent. The story wasn't the issue. I think it was just a lot. I loved the time period, to be fair, of Odyssey, but a lot of people didn't like the fact there was no assassins again, essentially. But yeah, I liked Valhalla. I would rate it probably 7 or 8 out of 10.
Citizen Lavoisier.
I don't give ratings easily, to be fair. Am I right in this? I think I'm just guessing now. I want even more to play. I should skip Syndicate, go for Valhalla. It depends what order you're playing. If you don't care about the order you play them in, it doesn't really matter. Modern day story, you should do Origins, Odyssey, and then Valhalla if you want the modern day story to make sense. That would be the only thing I would say. You wish Origin story is longer. It wasn't Origin story that needed to be longer. I think they needed to focus more on Aya and her kind of story. I think they need to do something with that and her time in Rome. That's what I want. Battle of the Gods DLC. Yeah, Battle of the Gods wasn't brilliant. It was the beginning of the Brotherhood that was better. Thank you for the like, well, that's much appreciated. Right, Flying Boy. This is the next Paris story to do. Rescue Pierre Simon Laplace and prevent an electrical experiment from going awry.
It's a stroke of luck you found me just now. Do you know the mathematician Pierre Simon Laplace? One of the fittest minds in France.
I don't know. Can't say I do.
His natural skepticism and, how shall I say, agnostic attitudes have made him a target for the fanatics in Paris. Against my warnings, he crossed the wrong people and now finds himself under house arrest. I fear he'll answer to the guillotine if we don't free him quickly.
Right, he's under house arrest. We need to go and find him and rescue him by the sounds of things. Yeah, I definitely need a story. Didn't do the Viking dude, didn't want to because he didn't want to betray his clan. Yeah, sorry, yeah, didn't the Viking dude not want to do it because he felt he needed to give his clan his full attention, which is a typical Viking way. I'm trying to be careful what I say, so there is no spoilers for those of you who haven't done it yet. But yeah, he didn't want to betray his clan. He knew they still needed him, and that was why. But he said he was willing to help anyone at any time. So he still wants to help the assassins, but his clan is more important. But definitely, Aya needs a story. Go fight gods in the desert. Yeah, the gods in the desert thing was I didn't like it. I did 1 or 2 and I thought, no, what's the point? Can't spell his name. No, I know what you mean. Who was your favourite Viking soldier and Viking faction clan? I enjoyed Ivor, to be fair. I enjoyed him. I can't say too much for those who haven't played it, because there's a lot of things that you find out during the game that tell a story. So I don't really want to give too much away to anyone that hasn't, and I know there's people in chat who haven't played it, so I think it's a bit unfair on them if I start naming characters and things. You know, Valhalla relates to history to back in the medieval times. Warrior soldiers called Berserk or Berserk Viking. Yes, they used to get a blood rage, it was known as. And then they would go like mad on the battlefield. I think the Viking period is just one of those interesting periods. But if you don't know Viking history, have a look at Discovery Tour in Valhalla. I think that's really well done. Right, this is Pierre Simon Laplace, born in 1749. Scientist Pierre Simon Laplace became one of France's foremost mathematicians. He collaborated with chemist Antoine Lavoisier to show that water was a compound of hydrogen and oxygen. In his 5-volume work, Celestial Mechanics, published in 1799, he calculated the movements of the planets as well as determining their form and their influence on the tides. Wow, okay. He eventually received the Legion of Honor and worked to reorganize France's prestigious École Polytechnique. This guy did quite a lot for France then in terms of discovering stuff. So he showed that water was a compound of hydrogen and oxygen, which is why it's H2O in the periodic table. He published a volume about movements of planets and how the planets determined or what influenced the tides of the ocean, which is incredible. That's really cool. So a very well-informed person. You found out about a friend who betrays you. Oh, and it's asking about. I'm glad you put the second bit in. I didn't make it. I was worried then. But yeah, that's why I'm trying not to say too much about it, because I know it's not fair when people haven't played it. Yeah, they could do a lot when they become enraged. You have Danish DNA in your body. Oh wow! My great-great-grandparents were born and lived in Aarhus, Denmark. My great-grandmother's parents. Wow, that's quite cool. And they barely wore any armor or helmet or just fur and padding, and general and commanders would put them up front to soak damage or sacrifice them. Yeah, no worries, Gookie. Yeah, that's what they were used for. The berserkers were the most feared amongst all the warriors. The shield maidens were the big thing, though. Women fighting were known as shield maidens, and they were pretty tough fighters as well. Well, we need to speak to the place. Am I allowed in here? Probably not. This will be interesting, won't it? Not allowed in, but I need to speak to the place. Sorry, soldier. Anyone else in here that I've got to think about? Yes, this guy here. Okay, they're both down. Any more? Yeah, there's a guy over there, isn't there? Hang on a second. I need to deal with this guy over here because he's going to shoot me otherwise. Okay, he's down. Now let's speak to the place.
Thank you, brother. I've been unfairly detained merely for disrupting a dangerous experiment. Some damn fools mean to induce a man to flight using electricity alone. Yet I know their experiment will kill the subjects.
So they're trying to use. So these people imprisoned him.
The experiment and swap it with theirs unseen. The charge on this one is significantly smaller and will harm no one. Hurry now, before it's too late.
Okay, so
Monsieur Allemand made a similarly stupid mistake, and it nearly cost him his life. The shock knocked him arse over chin, just like that.
So he was imprisoned. They're trying to experiment to see if they can make someone fly using electricity, and he fears obviously it's going to kill the person they're using. So he's given us a smaller jar to swap out that hopefully won't kill him. I think that's the idea.
I don't take kindly to being attacked. Then you asked for this.
I was going to say, where's this? There we go. Crowd event done. On the way to doing the mission. So we've got to go and swap out the jar to hopefully save this guy's life. Potentially. We've got to do it unseen. We have got a new database entry as well for the College de Quatre Nations. We'll have a look in a second. You guys are chatting away. I'm trying to keep up. Shield maidens aren't or weren't they the weakest skinny wielding a sword? They weren't skinny or just wielding a sword. They were shield maidens, were some of the fiercest warriors the Viking clans had. Yeah, Odyssey relate to the movie 300 or back when Spartans existed, barely warning up. So both best plates and speak so skilled as spear and shields. Yes, yeah, it kind of look. You can say that it's related to 300, but there is more to it than that. You have Hungary DNA, but don't care because that was a long time ago, and we all have DNA off Adam and Eve. Yeah, I think I've got some Irish DNA in mine, and I think it's kind of because of my last name. I think they've said that some of my DNA may be Denmark, Swedish, that kind of area. You can't wait for the new Assassin's Creed, okay? I'm looking forward to it. I'm interested to see how they do Bassam and how things work with that, to be fair. After 30, most Vikings turned to exploring as trade and farming. Oh yeah, definitely a young person's game, wasn't it? The Shield Maidens were fighters. They were some of the most feared fighters. Women in the Viking Age were very renowned for fighting. They weren't just stay-at-home, do-nothing kind of people. Your dad's from Slovenia, so his dad's... okay. But yeah, it was younger people were part of the fighting, and then as you got older, you kind of retired, didn't you? Archers and horsemen. Vikings didn't fight on horseback. It was very rare for them to use horses, and they didn't have archers really either, from what I remember. They only had they throw axes and stuff. But yeah, they weren't really horseback fighters. So, College de Quatre Nations. Cardinal Mazarin, once a mere deacon with much to atone for, left 2 million livres, part of his fortune amassed while governing France for 18 years, to build this college, as well as an annuity to house 60 fellows selected from the 4 nations, namely the regions of Piedmont, Alsace, Flanders, and Artois. The college is one of the finest monuments in Paris. It houses the Institut de France and the superb Mazarin Library with its 275,000 volumes, many of which were recovered from those who were guillotined or emigrated, as well as from Louis the, I think that's 14th, labelled simply Louis Capet. It also offers stunning views of the River the Seine. In 1793, this high place of learning was transformed into a prison, since Paris was essentially a huge prison at the time. Its first detainees included painter Jacques Louis David, even though he had portrayed Marotte in his bath, Dr. Guillotine, advocate of the painless Republican death, and Madame Tissourzel, governess to the royal children. The chapel went on to become a sugar store reserved to the privileged few. That's quite a cool building, to be fair. I like that. They had bow people. They did, but the archers weren't their big thing, were they? They were mostly ground warriors that used shield, a sword, and axes. They were definitely more face-to-face. They were feared on the battlefield because of the way they'd just go in. They'd go in, even if they had less numbers, the way they went in. Although, if you actually read up on Viking history, Vikings were feared in battle. But a lot of their battles were won before the battle started. Because they were renowned for pillaging and destroying everything in their path, a lot of that's not true. If you actually read up the history, they didn't really pillage as much as people say. It was more the fear of it could happen. So they used psychological warfare quite a lot, the Vikings did, from what I've read, where because people knew they would pillage and destroy everything and kill all the men and keep the women and that kind of stuff, they actually didn't do that much of it because people ran away more often than not. They do tend to show respect by killing by looking in the eye. Yeah, they believed a lot in their gods. They even sacrificed their own people at times before wars and stuff because of their gods. They'll do an annual festival where people would volunteer to die as a sacrifice. You're more closely related to you being English and your immediate family moved from culture since 1864. That's quite cool. That's interesting. Yeah, they like to show honour. That's the thing. Do you get a favourite Blood Rage Berserker and Shield of the Vikings based off real people? Not really, no. I don't know enough about it. I know certain bits. Cannons weren't around back then. Because their longships didn't really have cannons or anything on them. You can't... Did they throw spears? I think on boats they used arrows. And obviously on land was axes, swords and shields. And hammers as well. They used a lot of hammers. Like big war hammers. Remember they had dragon ships, flat-bottomed galleys made for river travel. That was their horse. Yeah, they used a lot of water transport, but they didn't have cannons or anything like that. Right, we need to... Where is this flying boy experiment? Supposedly over here. Let's just get over here and have a look. I love the way it's saying, find the flying boy experiment. Okay, there is a guard there I'd like to deal with without being seen if possible. And that one. Thank you. It did say unseen, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay. So let's have a look at the entry. This is a real experiment that was done. Flying magnetic boy experiments. In the middle of the 18th century, a great many experiments involving electricity were conducted. In England, Stephen Gray demonstrated that the human body could become electrified. He suspended a young boy on silk ropes and by generating static electricity to charge the boy's body, showed how the boy's hands took on a mysterious attractive power, allowing him to pull light objects towards him without touching them. I'd love to see the parental consent from the form for that. I intend to suspend a young boy from silk ropes and then electrify him. Sign here. In France, French clergyman and physicist Abe Nollet carried out the same experiment and discovered that if a person brought a finger close to the boy's body, a spark was produced. It was said to be an electric fluid that passed from one body to another. Tell it to the judge, mate. If your mum and dad were both some Vena Croce, tell me how does that blood from the dad's side affect me? So it depends. Just because they were from them countries, it depends where their parents are from and their parents. It goes back a long way. And yes, the blood does. If you have, say, I'm trying to think how to explain it. No, definitely didn't have cannons. Do you believe the myth about the Kraken back in the pirates' time? Oh, absolutely. There's these big animals in the sea and stuff. These myths and legends come about because of real experiences. They've just exaggerated them to make it look bad. So if you have a ship and you get damaged in a storm and you land back at the port, would you rather tell them, yeah, a storm killed half of us and took half our stuff out of the hull and all that? Would you say it was a storm, or would you say no, this giant squid, it came out of nowhere, just destroyed us, I couldn't save everyone? You know, you're going to make that story up because it sounds better rather than, yeah, a storm. That's how myths and legends come about. They're real experiences but exaggerated. Sorry, the family tree, the family genetic thing. The easy way of explaining it, as far as I'm aware, and tell me if I'm wrong, but as far as I'm aware, say I have an English parent who was born, bred in England, and a French parent, because we're playing Unity. The French parents were both French. The English parents were both English. Then the English parents of the parents would be, say, Irish and English, and then the French would say German and German. That is where it all begins, and then it kind of dilutes down and dilutes down. So a lot of people can have a lot of genetics from all over the world, depending on how much the parents moved around and where they were born and stuff. It's quite difficult to try and explain properly. You want to go to sleep, Godkey? Thank you very much for joining us, Godkey. It's 5 in the morning, is it? But thank you for joining us. Thank you for saying hello. Much appreciated, Godkey. Have a good sleep. You thought Vikings were ahead of him back then? No, not at all. No matter where your body was found. Exactly. Right, we've got to get into this. We've got to sabotage the experiment. There are guards here. Obviously, I would rather not have a big fight if I can avoid it. I've disguised myself. Can I just walk up? Can I how do I sabotage? Sabotage. There's conflict nearby. Come on, I need to sabotage before this disguise wear off. There we go.
Hey, what was that?
I've sabotaged it. And now I need to get away, I'm assuming. Escape the area, as always. Ah, I thought I could. Come on.
Won't escape that way, monkey man.
Monkey man. They're calling me Monkey Man for climbing. Come on, we're nearly up. We're away. Job done.
I'll find you. See if I don't.
Okay, let's get out of here. And then that should be the Paris story done. Maybe not. Soldiers on my back. I'm trying to become anonymous. Too many people around. Okay, we'll be anonymous in a second. In we go. They should just go straight past us, so we'll calm down a second and that one will be done. No matter when. Exactly. What faction or clan are they? Templars are different. So your future nephew from my cousin will be half Croatian because of her, half Austrian. Yes, but also depending on where their parents are from as well. That's actually very well put. Oh, Templars are the offshoot of the Order of the Ancients found in Egypt in the BC era. Right, that's that memory complete. We've done the story with the flying boy. That is done. As I say, I'm not gonna have enough time to get everything done if I don't focus on what we actually want to do. So, where is my murder mystery? Down here. I know there's a Paris story there, but I think let's focus on murder mystery. So we need to head for the viewpoint here, and then murder mystery. That's kind of my thinking. I'll try not to get distracted and collect too much stuff on the way. But yeah, if we don't focus, I'm not going to get what I kind of want to achieve done if we're not careful. So let's focus. Viewpoint, murder mystery. Let's at least get all the murder mysteries done. Paris stories we'll have a look at. I'm going to probably stop collecting chests and stuff in a minute. We definitely don't need the money. And I kind of want to focus on what we need to get done. I probably do need to restock if we come across the shop. As I say, I've not looked at trophies, and I've kind of got no plans to now, because I don't think we're going to. If we're not going for platinum, trophies kind of take a different turn. It doesn't mean I might not come back in the future and try and clear the few trophies to get us back to just needing 1 or 2. But I think at the minute I'm not overly worried. But if I don't focus up, we won't actually achieve that much. Yeah, Templars of the offshoot of the Order of the Ancients found in Egypt. Yeah, no, that's very well put. That was your guess, was it? No, it makes sense. Like I say, it's just dependent on their parents and their parents and their parents. It can be so diluted. Okay, I've got to drop down here. The Order of the Ancients were founded by the Pharaoh around 1334 BC with the original aim of identifying and exploiting ancient issue technologies. Having discovered the issue vault, eventually had his own tomb connected to the vault in order to keep it hidden. You know a lot more about the history than I do. Oh. Okay, let's get to this viewpoint. Hoping we can just get across from here. I may have to drop down again, annoyingly. I don't really want to if I can avoid it. I'm not even worried about the crowd events at this point. I just think we're just going to get too distracted. Trying to focus on what we need to achieve. Right, we're heading for that viewpoint there, and then the actual murder mystery is nearby. Though I think I'm going to have to drop down, aren't I? I was trying to stay high to just avoid trouble, really. Speed up our process of getting there. Doesn't feel like I'm speeding up that much, though, to be fair. Come on. Well, question. So after Berserkers have fallen and become in battle, how do they honour them for their service? So that soldiers for the Vikings, their history was marked on their bodies, but also marked on stone tablets. They'd put these big stones near their homes, marking their life and what they achieved. So that was a big thing for them. I wasn't here, you didn't see me. And also they had to, if they died in battle, they believed that they would go to Valhalla. They had to die with their axe in their hand to be allowed into Valhalla to then fight for Odin when the time came of Ragnarok. From Croatia's older than me, 1 year. Born in Austria. Oh, okay. They could stand a lot of damage because they were big men. That was the berserkers from big guys. So you're looking at people, 6 foot something, big, muscly built people. There was talk that they took I wouldn't say a drug as such, but they took a substance that helped them be enraged. There was a lot of that talk. I don't know how true that is. Okay, we are here, finally, for the viewpoint. But like usually just burned, yeah. But they had to die with the axe in their hand, didn't they, to be allowed into Valhalla, is what they believed. Here's my viewpoint right at the top, I think it is, isn't it? Okay, let's synchronize this one. And then we've got the murder mystery nearby. If the English found the body, it was buried. What if they didn't die? Would they still go on next to the next war? Well, the king of the Vikings had his bodyguard, which was trusted soldiers. But yeah, there's war after war generally, from what I know. Obviously, when they got too old, they did retire and stuff. Helheim's the Viking hell, yeah. Okay, murder mystery is what we're going for next. I'm trying to focus on what we actually need to achieve. There is a shop here to do with. Okay. So murder mystery, that's what we're going to go for next. I'm not sure what this one is. I'm going to have a look at it. Seems to be underneath us, so I need to find a way down then, don't I? Okay then. Stairs are this way. So this looks to be underground, this next one. So through the cemetery. What are we going to find here? The death of Philibert Aspate solved the murder in the Paris catacombs. This is the one we're doing. So we've got a Bible here, a well-worn Bible covered in blood and stamped by the local convent, the Confant de Fils de l'Enfant Jesus. My pronunciation is horrendous, I know. The body. A few scattered loose beads in the dirt look to be, because it's a new location, I can't read off it, made of rosewood. So obviously, I think they were, it was women, wasn't it? I think that wore the beads. What's this here? Old satchel first aid kit, which has got the local apothecary address on it. It's going to be an interesting one, I think. Drenga was the Viking for brave warrior. And they were all enraged and one of those went near them. No, they wouldn't kill them or anything. Yeah, if they died without their axe in their hand or as a coward, they'll go to Helheim. Don't forget about the Ufhedna. This is a crate filled with shattered bottles of chartreuse and surrounded by dirt. It looks to have been buried for several years. The address of the local tavern is carved on the side. Maybe the barkeeper could point to who the owner is. Okay, that's that. So we've got a couple of locations to visit. The catacombs still have a couple of clues. I wanted to interact with the body. Okay, the body itself I don't think I've actually interacted with. Done the book, that's the Bible. Done 4 of 6. Ah, so what's this shovel here? A heavily used shovel with a very dull blade. The shaft bears a maker's mark and is cracked down the middle. It's been reinforced with cloth. Someone has kept the shovel for a long time. Okay, we've got one more clue to find here, according to this. Surely it's his body I've not looked at. That's the beads, isn't it? I don't want to look at the beads. I want to interact with his body. I can't get that to come up. Okay. Oh, there's something else here. This is the other clue I've missed. What's this on the floor? A set of keys hooked onto a key ring. Right, we've got all the clues from the catacombs now. I actually want this, so we can't actually do anything with the body. But the rosy beads and Bible lead me to think it's obviously someone religious. Would be my first thing. The friends who was wearing the skins of wolves were called wolf coat singular. Another term associated with berserkers. The first Norwegian king Harold Fairhair is mentioned in several sagas, followed by the elite guard. What was the highest berserker? I don't know enough about them, to be fair. I don't know what the highest. I don't think they had ranks as such. So that's why I've got to move before my back starts going. That's what I'm trying to do. Right, we've got a couple of locations for this murder mystery to check out. The first one being whatever's closest, to be fair. Let's go to this one. We'll go to there first, I think. So this guy's been killed. We don't know why just yet. That's what we've got to figure out. Oh, we're here. We might as well quickly grab this. Come on. We found some rosy beads left behind, a Bible left behind, some medicine, a first aid kit as well. It's been left a long time. So there's quite a few things left behind. But yeah, straight away with the rosy beads, I'm thinking religious killing for whatever reason. Let's go and find out here. Didn't have any military hierarchy. I didn't think they did, to be fair. I weren't 100% sure. Okay. There's 4 clues to find here. Let's first start by speaking to Sister Sorrel.
We hand out so many of these to those in need of God's embrace. And that's the blood of Christ, my son. Do you feel his call? The chartreuse? That's none of your business. Best you move along. Idle hands.
Interesting. Do you want to tell us about the chartreuse? Interestingly. This is a large stack of Bibles. The inset bears the... I need the location to change so I can actually have a look. The same stamp as the Bible from the crime scene. Okay. There's a jug here. I think we've got to look at this as well. I don't want to speak to her. I want to interact with this. The glass containing dark red blood. According to the system, it is the blood of Christ. And then here we've got a bottle of chartreuse. The bottles are covered in a light film of dirt. So they're the same bottles we found at the crime scene. That's all clues found though for the convent. So I'm keeping up with chat. Okay. We found a couple of new places to look. We've got graveyard to look for clues. So we'll head there next. Currently, I don't think she did it. We haven't had enough clues yet. So we shall see. Right, we've got a graveyard here. There's 5 clues in here. Who's this guy?
This graveyard's been too busy for my liking. I've got missing tools, and someone even broke into the catacombs. Found a pretty rosewood cross down there, though. Thought I'd give it to the convent.
Okay, so he's had a lot of tools go missing recently. I don't want to speak to him or interact. Brand new shovel, it's barely been used. A little odd considering its owner is a grave digger. So brand new shovel, but he did say a lot of his stuff had gone missing. We've got a small wooden cross. Looks to be made of the same rosewood as the beads at the crime scene. Another Bible. Okay, there was something else I'm missing. Yeah, this. Can I interact? Freshly built coffin, Philibert would easily fit inside. Okay. We're missing a clue from the graveyard. Why am I missing a clue from the graveyard? I don't think the gravedigger did it, to be fair. He's had a lot of stuff go missing recently. That's done. Oh, no, that's all the clues done. So now where do we need to head? Done that one. So now we're heading to the tavern to speak about the Chartreuse. Interesting one. So I still haven't got... Normally with these, we kind of got an inkling who did it fairly quickly. So far, I haven't.
Philibert. I love that fool.
Thank you for the like, it was much appreciated.
Drink, and I might remember. Maybe.
Sure. Philibert was here last night. I had to cut the bastard off. That dumb drunk owes me plenty of coin. Promised he'd pay with enough chateau to last me a year. I was dumb enough to believe him. Check with the regulars. They might know more.
Right, I've got a few regulars to speak to. So Gilbert was here. Philibert, was here, and he was stopped drinking because he'd had too much to drink.
Can't say I talked to him. My music keeps me busy enough.
He was no use to us, was he?
Yeah, Philibert was here. Bought us a few rounds. Kept going on and on about his sister. I thought he was an orphan, but who knows?
Ah, so he may have had a sister. Got a couple of bottles over here. Bottles of wine. But I can't read what it says. Various wines and spirits well stocked. And this is bottles of Chartreuse. A few bottles of Chartreuse, they emit a faint green glow. So again, I don't think anyone there did it either. So we need to head to the next location to see if there's anything else there. Let's head here. This is the apothecary stand. We did find some medicine at the scene of the crime. Sorry. So obviously there could be something to do with the apothecary. There's only one clue there to grab, to be fair. Why not? Hang on. Oh yeah, I've done 4. That's fine. So it's this person here.
Philibert? I sent him to retrieve supplies from the merchant days ago, and he's not returned. You'd have to ask Philibert where the hell Philibert has gone. I'll write down the address, but first, I'll take my keys back. Thank you very much.
Right, so he had the apothecary's keys. That's interesting. And they're the keys we found at the crime scene. We've got one more place to go to, and it's the merchant's stall. And then we're going to need to look through the clues to figure out who did this. I currently don't have any ideas. There's a shop here just to restock quickly. I don't have to restock anything, that's all good. Right, we're off to the merchant first. I don't really have an indication of who did this. I'm hoping the merchant's the person we need to speak to. Variety of tonics, tools and supplies, a very well stocked merchant. Okay. We've got a shovel here. These shovels look brand new, unused. They bear the same maker's mark as the one found at the crime scene. And the merchant himself.
Haven't seen him. What do you have there? Chartreuse, quite rare. You know the Carthusian monks are famous for making it, and the Carthusian nuns are just as famous for hiding it as well.
Okay. I think that's everywhere. We've been to every location now. I think we've got every clue, so now we need to figure out who did this. And currently, I've got no idea. So we need to look through the clues and try and work out who did this. Wrong button. Don't do that. Thank you. Case files. The death of Philibert. Yes. Right. That's alright. Dog, no worries. We're okay. We're just trying to figure out this murder mystery. And I'm not entirely sure who did it. And also didn't brutes and spikes. Murder Lord's Hurt. Okay. So, what have we found? The convent had bottles of chartreuse. There was a stack of Bibles, which we knew about. They were also found at the scene Bible was. She admits the Bible are found next to Philibert belongs to the convent. Though they give them out for free. She certainly does not like me asking about the chartreuse, though. And we did find the bottles of chartreuse there. She's claiming the blood of Christ is in the glass, and which was the blood on the Bible at the scene of the crime. The graveyard was a brand new shovel. But then he did say his stuff had been stolen. There was a wooden cross there. He seems a little off. Claims he's missing some tools and someone's recently broken into the catacombs. Says he found a rosewood cross that matches the beads found next to Philibert. Strong chance the shovel is his. So he was saying that the great gravedigger says that some of his tools went missing. The merchant stall, he's the one who sold the shovel. Never reached the merchant, but his curiosity for the chartreuse I found in the catacombs. Seems the Carthusian monks make it and the Carthusian nuns hide it. The merchant stall had plenty of supplies. The tavern had a few bottles of chartreuse. One person rambled. Philibert bought a few rounds of everyone in the bar last night. Claimed she was going on about his sister, even though she thought he was an orphan. Sister would give me none, I would say. The loot player seems more concerned with playing. And the barkeeper says Philibert was a drunk and was cut off by the bartender. He's in debt. And he promised to pay the bartender off with chartreuse to clear his tab. The apothecary stand said he sent him to the local merchant, but he didn't make it there. And in the catacombs we had the crate of chartreuse. It's been buried with the rosary beads, first aid kit from the apothecary, set of keys, half buried coffin. Who do you think did it? I'm currently leaning towards maybe the nun. I'm thinking the nun or the... I'm thinking maybe the nun or the gravedigger. He seems a little off. So it's either going to be the nun or gravedigger, I think. Has anyone else got any ideas? I know you're all talking about Vikings. We know the shovel is probably his, but he claims that a lot of his tools went missing. I can't see the gravedigger's reason for doing it. I am thinking none. I don't think it's the merchant. I don't think it's anyone from the tavern. Yeah, I don't think it was the apothecary stand. It's either going to be... I think it's either the nun or the gravedigger. I think that's my thinking. Nun or gravedigger. I'm thinking none. Mainly because of the chartreuse. Obviously, he claimed he was going to pay off his bar tab with the chartreuse, which the nuns hide. I could be completely wrong on this, but that's my current train of thought. I'm thinking none. If I'm none, it's going to be the gravedigger. When are indie nights starting? What do you mean by indie nights? Okay. I'm gonna accuse the nun. I could be completely wrong on this.
Yes, that's one of our Bibles. We hand out so many of these to those in need of God's embrace. The Lord bestowed this chartreuse to us for good reason. I would never allow a peasant to tarnish its name.
I think we got it right. I think it was the nun. Do you mean like Fall Guides and stuff? I haven't really thought about it that much at the minute. It's something we need to think about. But yeah, I think we actually got it right. So I'm pleasantly surprised by. That one was tricky. I didn't really have
Must I be made to
much
suffer
of a
for being
clue to what
guided
was
by the
who it
hand of
was.
the Lord?
Okay. Speak to the chief of police. Let's wake him up.
I'm sure Philibert had noble intentions, but even I know not to touch that chartreuse. Find a weapon you like. It's yours.
Culprit found with no false accusations, which is a bonus. I really didn't know if I was 100% correct. We've got the flamberge, and we have a case file to look at. Flamberge is the weapon of choice from that. Let's have a look at the case file first. So Philibert was in over his head with debt. He had spent all his earnings gambling and building up a tab at the local tavern. One night in a drunken haze, he wandered straight into the Paris catacombs. He was lucky enough to stumble upon a stash of precious chartreuse. The chartreuse was made by Carthusian monks and said to be hidden by the nuns of the convent. Seeing an easy way to clear his debts, Philibert attempted to steal as much chartreuse as he could carry. He had not accounted for the fact that Sister Sorrel, who was charged with hiding the cherished elixir, would take too kindly to thievery. She kept a watchful eye of the catacombs. She also politely gave Philibert a warning that he ignored. When Philibert once again returned for more chartreuse, he was met with a shovel to the head. Sister Sorrel ensured Philibert would remain in the catacombs for the rest of his days. Yes, I remember now. Sorry, Dennis, I was completely forgot about that. Yeah, I haven't made any decisions, to be fair. It's definitely something I need to look at. Yeah, as a different category every Friday night. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't thought about it, to be fair. What kind of thing would you like, Dennis? You know the skin becomes rigid, able to repel enemy damage. You're one great Viking Indian. Yeah, let me know what you think. But yeah, we finished the case. We've got his database entry unlocked. Philibert. The legend goes that in 1793, Philibert entered the Paris catacombs in an attempt to map them. He never came out. His body was supposedly found 11 years later, though his existence has never been officially confirmed. All that remains is a tomb in the Paris catacombs, it says, in the memory of Philibert, lost in this quarry on November 3rd, 1793, found 11 years later and buried at the same place, April 30th, 1804. That was actually a really cool murder mystery. I like that one. That was a tricky one. I didn't really have an inkling of who did it that quickly, which is good. We did gain a new weapon. I'm just trying to have a look for what it is. I'm guessing it's a long weapon, would be my guess. No. Not there. Heavy weapon, possibly? Yes, heavy weapon here. That is a big sword. The flamberge, this Germanic sword, allows for great maneuverability and brutal striking power. You're up to 970, are you? Hi, that's nice. Right, let's have a look where the next one is. Can we see the next murder mystery? It can be quite difficult to see sometimes. I can't see the next murder mystery, strangely. We're an hour and a half left, so murder mystery I think will be a focus to get those finished, I think, for the time being. The map has still got so much more to do. Okay. I can't see any more murder mysteries. Unless I'm being really silly. I don't know if it's because we haven't unlocked certain areas. Maybe that's why I can't see any more. I'm just double checking. So I can't see anything up here, so I don't know if there's something there. Possibly. I don't know if that's the last one or not. The way to check, actually. Let's have a look. It may be the last one. We may have done all the murder mysteries. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Paris Stories. Helix Rift Social Club. Paris Stories. Murder Mysteries. No. We're nowhere near fully done murder mysteries. I can track them, though. Does that not tell me where they'll be? What? Was that, I might show up on map now, mightn't it? If I track it. Will that show up on the map? No. There's still quite a lot of murder mysteries to do, but I don't know where they are. That's really weird. Right, let's grab the viewpoint that's here and see if that opens them up. It may just be because I haven't opened up some areas. We can fast travel to there, and then we'll head for the viewpoint. Superland. Depending how much I've got to pay for it, if obviously Superland costs money, I'd rather do something that doesn't if we can. Mainly because I've got to be a little bit careful at the minute, that's all. I'll have a look. You dressed a bear hideout in my high school taxidermy class. Bear hide is very thick and tough. Yeah, no worries. I'll have a look on Discord when we finish streaming. Right, we'll head for the viewpoint, as we still need to grab this one anyway. I'm hoping the murder mysteries show up when we get the viewpoints. Ideally. There's a gold chest here as well. Let's grab that while we're here. If I can. The other side of there, I think. I think that's also the big reason why Berserkers and stuff had bear skins and things on them, because they were so tough to kill. It was a sign of being a good warrior, wasn't it? Being able to showcase what you had defeated. So we got Shay's Templar outfit from that box there. So that's another legacy outfit unlocked. I'm not overly worried about him, but it was there, so we got it. Okay, we need viewpoint is the next part of thing we're doing. And hopefully a murder mystery will show up once we've got the viewpoint. If not, we'll head to another viewpoint and get all the viewpoints cleared anyway. I was kind of hoping, though, we'd have all the murder mysteries showing up. Right, viewpoint is over there. That's where we're trying to head to. Although, saying that, I can't really get across. So I'm going to have to drop down to get up by the looks of it. Till the bear catches you, then you're dead.
Fine. Go ahead.
Alright, it's the criminal's done. There's a red chest here as well. Is it above us? I can't quite remember what the red chests are, that's why I'm thinking about grab it while we're here. It's inside the room. Yeah, okay. We're not going to get in there as we are now, so let's focus on the viewpoint. I want the murder mysteries done, ideally, if we can. I feel like even if we finish stream today, we still have so much still to do. Like Paris Stories, there's still going to be lots of them left. What do you guys think? Even if we do Dead Kings, before we start Syndicate, do we try and get all the Paris Stories done? And the rest of the murder mysteries? Because I don't think we're going to get them all done today. Or should we just say we're finished after Dead Kings? We can do a bit of multiplayer when people are free on stream. But it's that decision that I'm going to make. Where does the bear go when he's hot in the summer? In his den to hibernate, surely. He doesn't hibernate in the summer, does he? I don't know, in his den. No worries, I'll have a look at it, Dennis. Okay, that's that viewpoint done. Is that murder mystery showing up? No. Okay, so that murder mystery hasn't shown up. So we'll head to this one next, this viewpoint. And see if we can get find the murder mysteries to show up. That's kind of the thinking at the minute. Story's done. Murder mysteries I'd like to get done. Paris stories are secondary. And Monday morning we'll start Dead Kings. But yeah, it's up to you guys what you think we should do. Do we want to finish all these Paris stories? Because I do have a story behind them. Before we move on to Syndicate. Or do we not? That's the thing. What I used to do, I did all the viewpoints first and side missions after. Yeah, so I don't normally focus on viewpoints until we're nearby to them. But I kind of need them all now because for some reason I can't see all the murder mysteries. So I'm trying to get them all now because now we actually need to have them. But I don't generally normally focus on them, to be fair. I think everyone just has their own style, don't they? And obviously mine's different to others.
There's no escape.
Where's he gone? Where's the other one? It's a way to knock him down. We gained that move before and I've not used it till now. I keep forgetting I've got that move where you hold down X and it makes them move. I always forget about it. Alright, that's us through there. Got the thief. That's him done. Okay, viewpoint. That's what we're aiming for. I know it's a long way away, but it's kind of what we're trying to aim for is the viewpoint. This is the industrial district.
Citizen, you there. Hold.
I'm not here, you didn't see me. I'm gone. Anywhere he wants to, even if he's in your pool, you're going to tell him different. It's a good point, to be fair. I've seen a few videos and stuff where they've found bears and other animals in their back gardens, in their pools. There was one about on a trampoline, I think I saw as well, which is quite interesting. And they couldn't get it to get off. Okay. You can see where the viewpoint is. We're just going to get over there. So a lot. I tell you, you're gonna a lot. I'm gonna like it a lot if I stream it. I enjoy every game I stream though, otherwise I wouldn't do it. That's the other thing. I've always said I won't stream or record a game that I don't enjoy. That's something I just don't feel works. Right, there is a gold chest around here. Let's see if we can grab that as well. This will be a legacy outfit, I believe. So we've got Ezio's Master Assassin outfit now as another legacy outfit obtained. Their shooting is horrendous, they missed me. Right, viewpoint is up here. Come on, Arno, climb up. You're going to do Syndicate, and when you do online, what it's going to be mostly about is going to just do the co-op missions. Yeah, co-op missions will be the online stuff. I think there's heists and things to do, isn't there? I don't remember much about the online stuff, that's the problem. Where is the synchronization point? Have I missed the synchronization? It's here, isn't it? I can't see where the synchronization point is. How bad's that? Is it one of these? Yes, there we go. Would you stop the bear? He'll leave when he wants to. Yeah, I'd probably let him do what he wants. So as Vikings with Tales and Fire, I'll have a look after stream. I would like to do an indie night. I've never really played many indie games. And because obviously there's a lot now on the PlayStation Plus, I think they'd be worth a look. Whether they're compatible with the PS5 would probably be the issue. But we'll have to have a look at them and see. That's another Viewpoint game though. That's another one done. We have got another gold chest here. I know they're all the legendary armors, the outfits. I still can't see the next murder mystery, and that's what's bugging me. I can't find the murder mystery, which is why I'm going to clear all the viewpoints, I think. We haven't got many more to do. I just thought I'd see the murder mystery, and I can't seem to find it. Although saying that, are all the murder mysteries in Paris? Because there is another place to go to, isn't there? Unless I'm being really silly and just can't see it. There, Helix Rifts. Yeah, I can't find the next murder mystery. Unless there's something we've got to do first. Do I know Technoblade Minecraft? No. I've never played Minecraft either, to be fair. Minecraft has just been one of those ones that's never interested me. I've had a few people ask us to play on the channel. It's just not my thing. I just don't have an interest in Minecraft, but also the blockiness, the 64-bit kind of style. He's just died. I don't know who that is, to be fair. But yeah, in terms of indie games, I think it is something we need to look at. My little boy was playing one that is horrible, horrendous, and bugs me. He was playing Humans Fall Flat. It looks horrible. Like, he enjoys it, but I just don't get it. But yeah, he's really enjoying that. But I know it's a short game. There is, I know one of the trophies for it, if you want to go for the platinum on Humans Fall Flat, you have to play it in one sitting. Which is incredible. It's only like a 6-7 hour story. You can't stop the game, otherwise you can't get the platinum. Which is weird. But yeah, he's enjoying that at the minute. I just look at it and think, it's just boring. And the controls are just weird. Right, that's where we're heading for the next one we're heading for. What's our easy way up? Probably across there and up there, isn't it? By the looks of things. Into the water. And then up over here. As I say, we're still trying to find this murder mystery. I'm not too sure where it is. Can't seem to find it anywhere. So we need to go up here. We'll get the viewpoint unlocked at least. And then we'll have another look. Climb up. I don't want to head in. I wasn't going to head in. Thank you. I just want the viewpoint. I don't want to head in. He's not going to go up there, is he? No. Okay. Can we get... Okay. May have to head in. There's nothing in here, to be fair. Oh, there is. There's a guard. That's what I didn't want to deal with. May have made a mistake in trying to climb up here then, maybe. Let's go to this over here. Can I swing across? No, okay. You're not going to run over there either. So I can see the viewpoint, we're just got to find a way up to it. Like I said, rather than have to fight my way through. There's a little hole in the wall there, I thought we'd grab onto that, but can't. So there must be another way up. I.e. this area by the looks of things. Shall we try this one? This looks like a more of a climbable area. My boy is 7. But yeah, he enjoys his really random stuff. I like the fact that he has a different taste to me. I think if we both like the same things, it'd get boring, wouldn't it? So I do like the fact he has a different taste to me. Right, back inside the building again, trying to get this viewpoint. I'm struggling massively. There is a guard here I'm going to have to look out for. It's him down. Okay.
Not hearing things.
Just trying to find another window out, really, to try and get to where we want to get to. I can go underneath there, I think. I don't know if I can. Let's try. Yes, we can.
What was that?
He's down. So that's another window there, but I think we've tried going out that window, and I don't think it takes us where we want to be. I think this is where we came in last time, wasn't it? Yeah. No. Okay. This is a tough one to try and get round, to be fair. Don't want to spoil story, but look at Earl's comment. You will know how main character died at the beginning of the game. Someone doesn't like Minecraft. You're not alone. The Arno kind of will suck in this game. He doesn't go where you want him to, does he? Thank you, Goated. I'm struggling to try and get to this viewpoint at the minute. I can't find a way to climb up. So I'm about to go in. And obviously that has its own issues. Can I interact with this? Right. Kind of need to find a way out, but also that is climbable from there. Ah. Maybe we may have got it. Don't know. Go up. Okay, no, maybe not. I thought he might climb up there. But yeah, climbing is... When he's doing what you want him to do, it looks good. The actual climbing looks good. When he starts playing up and doesn't climb where you want him to, it gets really annoying. But yeah, the way he climbs, I think, is really good. It's just when he doesn't go the way you want him to. You're not going to climb from there, are you? No. Or from there. Okay. Can we go across there, maybe? No. Won't go left. I'm wondering... Why would he jump across from there? Surely he should just jump. Before we had it, once we got out here, I thought, oh, we're onto it. And now, he doesn't go where I want him to go. There's nowhere to go from here, is there? He doesn't climb across. As a kid, you played with real Lego, so nowadays kids need a game to do it. No, he plays with real Lego as well. He doesn't play on the console very often. Yeah, he doesn't go on it very often. He plays with Lego. He's got loads of Lego stuff. But yeah, it's just one of the things he's got himself into recently. I like the car racing game. We only play it together. Why won't you drop down? Okay. This is not going the way I wanted it to. Let's go back inside. Not working. I can't get to where I want to get to. Okay. That's there. What are we here?
I'll get you right in.
Can we climb this side of it, maybe? Let's have a look. Ah. Maybe this may be the right place to climb. Maybe. May have solved their issue. Okay, maybe not. Because he won't go up there. You got the rings on the side, though. Let's go around this way. No, don't do that. What's that way? No, so there's no way up that way. The rings on the side don't go high enough. All I'm trying to do is get to where the viewpoint is. I think we're on the wrong side of the building, so do I at this point. I can get to a certain point and then you just can't go any higher. Ah, actually, may have got somewhere here. Whether we can go fully into here. So this is where the building was damaged, wasn't it, during the fighting? I think we may have solved our own issue. Because now we're on this bit of the building. The viewpoint is just there. I think we've got it. Finally, we may have solved the issue. We got to where we needed to get to. This is all part of the damaged building. From the fighting. We're here. Finally, it took a while, but we did it. Have I played the new Horizon Forbidden West? Yes, we've planned it. We did it on the channel before we started Rogue. So not too long ago, to be fair. Oh no, well, he's at school most of the day, to be fair. Yeah, he's at school most of the day, and then he comes home. That is the Bastille indeed. The prison where Arno was for a little while, where he first met the assassins. Yeah, he spends most of the time at school during the week, and then in the evenings he plays games, or I play with him, or my wife plays with him. Or he does some reading. Yeah, he's not on the console that often. I've always been one of those people that doesn't like children to be all the time on consoles. Okay, that viewpoint's there. That's our next port of call, I think. I think that's our last viewpoint as well. Which worries me that we still can't find the next murder mystery. But we'll do the last viewpoint. At least then we know all the viewpoints are done, and then we'll have a look what's next. Yeah, I'm sorry if you guys find this a bit boring. I thought there's no point in starting Dead Kings today. We can start that fresh on Monday morning. And I thought we'd get a lot more of the story stuff done. But it's not really happening, is it? We've got just over an hour left. I would have liked all the murder mysteries done. It's one of those. It's when, with a lot of things nowadays, it's when do you think the game is finished? And obviously, the ones we platinumed, it's finished when you platinum it. But there's others that it's a bit more difficult to kind of ascertain when it is finished. But yeah, no, I agree. They do play on consoles too much. He does have some console time. I'm not saying he doesn't. But it is managed. And like, he'll go on my iPad for like half an hour sometimes, and he'll watch some of the YouTube videos and stuff. But mostly my stuff, to be honest. He likes watching stuff back that I've done. But yeah, it's everyone's personal choice, though, isn't it? Nowadays, technology plays a big part in learning, though. Now, like at his school, they have iPads to use at school. All the whiteboards are no longer whiteboards; they're more interactive boards. Yeah, it's all really different to when I was a kid. Technology is used as a learning tool quite a lot, and all his homework is online. Whenever they say homework, we have to go online to have a look at it. Either fill it in online or print it out to then fill it in. Or we have to upload photos of what he's done to Teams, as they call it. So it's a lot of it is online anyway. So we can't escape it. So we have to make sure he's aware of how to use technology as well. That's the thing. You can't really take them fully away from it just because they need to be able to use it themselves. That's the big thing. I don't want him to be left behind because he doesn't know how to do these things. That's the other side of it, isn't it? What do you think about it to me? It was Assassin's Creed mixed with RPG and Halo. She's like an assassin. I'd say don't even think of it like Assassin's Creed because it's completely different. I like the Aloy story. I like how they've played that story and continued it forward after the first game. But yeah, I wouldn't say... You can't look at it as an Assassin's Creed kind of thing. It's nothing like it. Can you do a chest next and kill the guards near for the entertainment? Oh, you can kill guards next to a chest. That's no worries. I really enjoyed the climbing in this until we've gone for all the viewpoints. Now the climbing's annoying because he doesn't do what I want him to do. I really thought the climbing was on point, and now I'm struggling with it a little bit. Right, climb up. I can't climb those slats. Got to find the slats that are open, don't we? There we go. Okay. This is the final viewpoint, I believe. After all, your teaching was all on chalkboards and text. Yeah, and so was mine. Whiteboards had just started coming out, so we had like 1 or 2 in the odd classroom, but nothing major. It was all chalk. Your sister passed. We were so proud of her because of games I know English, just like my brothers. Nice. Trophy achieved, panoramic view, so I'm assuming that trophy is related to all viewpoints synchronized. Would be my guess. Use tablets homeworks. Yeah, the tablets I use a lot more for homeworks now, aren't they? Times have changed, I know. Right, I can't see where the next murder mystery is. Do you know what? I wonder if it's back in where Arno first started. See, missions it should come under missions, shouldn't it? But if it's not here, do we have to travel to the other place, not the DLC? Is it Versailles? Obviously, I don't want to travel to the wrong place and start Dead Kings accidentally. But I wonder if the murder mystery isn't here. And that could be why we can't see it. I wonder. Let's go back to Cafe Theatre for a second. I get the pop-up on my screen, but since the PS5 doesn't show trophies for you guys, whereas the 4 did. So every time we were streaming and I got a trophy, it would show up. For you guys, it doesn't show up anymore. I don't know why. You got serious ones. Berserkers weren't doped on crack or meth or possessed with demons. No, they weren't. They just were these fighters that got blood rage. There was talk they'd take something like some leaves, some herbs that were made for them. But other than that, yeah. So I'm starting to wonder if one of these viewpoints is back in Versailles. So is this DLC? Yes, that's DLC. So I don't want to travel there yet. That's Monday morning. But this coach here is to the place where... Kill the messenger without being seen. I'm not worried about that. This will take us back to where Arno came from, I believe. I wonder if the next murder mystery is there. It's not on the main map. The murder mysteries have the most bit of story to them. I know the Paris stories do as well. Yeah, God of War, I've never played any of them. It's on our list to do. Last of Us, I've never played. Spider-Man, I've played back in the day, but not on stream. And obviously, I've never played Miles Morales, and I want to do that. I so want to do Spider-Man on stream again, so then we can do Miles Morales. Ready for Spider-Man 2 next year as well, to be fair. Right, is my murder mystery here, or am I wrong in my thinking? There's a few chests. There is no murder mystery here. Okay. So I was wrong in my thinking. It isn't here. There's a couple of gold chests here, though, which may be worth grabbing while we're here. They're the legacy outfits. Not that I'll wear them, but we're here. We may as well try and grab them, I suppose. But yeah, so I'm not sure how to get the next murder mystery to show up. So we'll have to clear some Paris stories. We've still got an hour left. So we do some Paris stories. You never know, one of them might unlock it, maybe. I'm not too sure. But we'll grab the legacy outfits whilst we're here anyway. You're so tired of nothing. It's kind of a double entendre, isn't it? That's not a double entendre. That's a kind of a... I can't remember what you called it. That didn't give us many... Why did that not give me a legacy outfit? You remember using notebooks writing by hand, and now brothers it's hard to use it. If I'm not on stream, send me on Discord when you can help with me with the trophy. Okay, no worries. Fly Garrick just like an Assassin's Creed Valhalla, that's true. Out of your 18 gaming years, I can recommend some good single player. I would see more of a single... I like story-driven games, absolutely. That is definitely more my kind of liking. But the next, like I've said before, the next plan, once we finish Syndicate, we've got obviously the Assassin's Creed Chronicles to do, and then the franchise is done, and then it's down to you guys what we do next. Do we do just a single game? Do we go straight into another franchise? We'll have a vote nearer the time. I know Ghost of Tsushima is wanted by a lot of people. Spider-Man and Miles Morales is a pair to do. So I kind of know what a lot of people are thinking that they want us to do. But yeah, we'll have a proper talk once we finish the end of Assassin's Creed. And I'm interested to see what you guys pick, to be fair. Death Stranding's another one people are saying about. Is that all that is? Money? That was pointless. Right. Murder Mystery is not here, so let's travel back. I've got to fast travel back here to travel back, don't I? Back to Paris. We'll do some Paris stories and go from there. Oh, you're bored now, you don't go to high school anymore. I got you. You have an IQ of Ezio or Altez, or you work as a college officer. I wouldn't say I've got a high IQ. I just enjoy puzzles. I know you want Superland, Dennis. We'll add it to the list and have a look at it and see what we think. I do like the idea of doing a indie night. I know obviously the evening streams only have 2 hours. And whether that's enough for an indie game, probably is. Maybe we do look at doing an indie night where we only play, these smaller games. Might be an idea. It's something I've been thinking about, I just haven't got around to sorting out and deciding. Fly Garricks are also the fairy toadstools that people are aware of in the stories and stuff. They're the ones that are red with white spots. Interestingly, they only grow on the silver birch tree roots. So you generally only find them around silver birch trees. But yeah. But yeah, let me know if you think an indie night would be good. Obviously, the new PlayStation Plus subscription does give a lot of indie games for free as well. So they're only going to be small games. That's the thing. What do we have left? Well, I can't find the next murder mystery, which is frustrating me. I'm ignoring chess, so I'm just thinking Paris stories, as they kind of they have a bit. Oh, let's do that. So Baphomet, we've done a few Paris stories involving Baphomet so far, and this continues that story on. So let's go and have a look at that. Baphomet was one of the first Paris stories we did, I believe, and we found their underground cult. We then did a second mission for them, and then this seems to be the third mission for the cult of Baphomet. There's a chest in here. Where's my chest? It's probably above me, isn't it? That's the guy we need to speak to. Okay, let's speak to him. The Ritual of Baphomet. Let's see what he needs us to do here.
I've done some research. An ancient cult. Right here. It's all there on the table.
Game is a puzzle platform and reminds me of Army Man. Right, we're going to find the cult of Baphomet. We know where they kind of meet normally, as we've been there before. So let's head there. And then we will see what we have to do inside. I'm assuming we're going to be killing someone, would be my guess. Loads of people in my way, come on. So I generally use rooftops to get around, because you then don't bump into loads of people. Nothing more annoying than having loads of people crowding you and you can't get anywhere.
What's happening now?
Come on. I was going to buy... No. Let's try and get around this way. Okay, we're nearly there. The cult of Baphomet is nearby. There's stairs we've got to go down, because their actual cult is underground. In the catacombs of Paris, which is here.
Ah, a new initiate. We're using the chalices you stole in tonight's ritual. Enter.
Oh yeah, no, I'll have a look, and like I say, we'll talk about it before we get to it anyway. We're a little way off, like I say, we've got a whole of Syndicate to do yet, which I think will take us a little while. We got to kill the Templar cultists inside here. Okay, we're going to kill 3 Templar cultists inside the cult of Baphomet.
Lots of attractive women this year, eh?
Where is the next one? There's actually one here, strangely. That's two of them down. We've got one more to do. Once we find where he is, obviously we can see him using eagle vision, but I've got to find the way into him. It's like a maze in here sometimes. That wasn't the guy, the last one to die. So, he is round there. Come on that way. But yeah, this must be the final mission for the Cult of Baphomet by looks of things. Is there. Where do I get to him? Through here? That's him now. Now we can leave. And I believe that'll be the end of the Cult of Baphomet. I need to find my way up. Where's my stairs? My stairs are here. We can now leave. That's that Paris story hopefully finished. There we go. The Ritual of Baphomet is now done. Your very first open world game was The Legend of Dragoon on the PlayStation 2. I recognise the name of that. Turn-based, lasts about 15 hours. Oh yeah, no, I get people need to look it up before we do it. I remember the name, but I don't know why I know the name. Okay. What should we do? I'm trying to see what's nearest. I'm kind of annoyed we can't finish the murder mysteries, to be fair. Maybe we need to do a Paris story to unlock the next one, possibly. Paris, there's another Paris story here, Sewer Rat. That's near to where we are now. So we'll head there for that one. These do have mini stories, that's why I think they're quite interesting to do. And like I say, we'll start Dead Kings Monday morning. And then we'll have to have a look at Syndicate. What I'll try and do is this weekend actually is get Syndicate loaded on the PS4. So when we're ready for it, it's there. I don't know how long Dead Kings is, to be fair. Another crowd event. Okay. We're nearly there, I think, for this Paris story. I think we've got to go up, though, to get to it. Yeah, it's up there. It's always the thing, when you get towards the end of a game, it's always really, you've got to kind of decide when you think it's done. And that's always the hard thing. Especially when you want to see everything the game has to offer. Well, I find it really hard anyway. Okay, so Sewer Rat is the next mission, next Paris story.
Oh no.
Why is there no PS3 emulator for Windows? I don't know, to be fair. Sony are quite secret about a lot of their stuff. I know there are some PS4 games and 5 games coming to PC, but it's taken time. Maybe it's just because it's just difficult to emulate, maybe, I don't know. Fallout 4. Far Cry franchise. Far Cry franchise is different. I've not done that. I've played a few of them before. Just Cause, World War Z, Aftermath, Days Gone. Days Gone, a lot of people said about. Ghost of Tsushima is something else. Someone said Halo, obviously we can't play. Halo is Xbox exclusive. Although once all the insurance is sorted, I am planning to get an Xbox.
Oh no.
So we can play some of the games that are exclusive to Xbox as well on stream. But it's a long way off So yeah, Halo and stuff can't be done. Dragon Age, yes, I remember Dragon Age. Legacy of Khan Soul Reaver was your first open world. Wow.
Oh no.
Oh, there was an emulator, was there, Al? Did you ever get to finish the first Horizon or the second one? My favourite machine was the Rockbreaker and Tide Rider and then the Stormbird and Bear thing.
Oh, no.
Yes, we completed Horizon Zero Dawn, got the Platinum before we did the second one. And we delayed playing the second one, Forbidden West, because a lot of people wanted to play it themselves and enjoy the story themselves first. So we delayed starting it, and then when we did it, we did the Platinum as well. Like, yeah, I get what you mean. You were trying to describe them for war, yeah. Okay, Surat, assassinate the convict escaping through the sewers.
Jean-Baptiste Rotondo escaped prison. Ever hear of him? He knows a few things about the assassins. It's likely he'll attempt to get to the Templars and tell him what he knows. Assassinate him before the National Guard can reach him. He's right down there, escaping through the sewers.
See you later. I'm off. We've got to get down the sewers as quickly as possible, find this guy, and kill him. That's our plan. We're just going to find him and kill him. Nothing else for it. It's in the sewers somewhere. There's a chest here. Grab it while we're here. I'm assuming he's not nearby. Are these guys going to... Yeah, restricted area. So I have to be a little bit careful because there are enemies here. Drop down. Sniper here. So we've got to get through the sewers, catch up with the guy, to then kill him. By the looks of things. I think we're doing okay in terms of getting to him. There he is. Okay, what have we got here? Jump to there. Yeah, he's down. We've escaped the area now to finish this one. I'll just quickly grab the chest while we're here, but that is that one done at least. That was fairly simple. I thought that'd be a bit different to what it was. Friend was playing PlayStation 3 games on his laptop 6 years ago. Oh, really? Wow. But they were not PlayStation 4 as their Dead Space. Quarry also. I've not looked. Quarry's a horror game, though, isn't it? I'm not really into my horror, to be fair. I've seen a few people talking about it as well, though. How many games have you streamed and completed so far? I don't know without actually looking, to be fair. Quite a few. You just bought a $1,000 gaming laptop 5 months ago. Oh, really? Oh, wow. It's like if you got the money, isn't it? What's the theme? I talked about this one out about PlayStation. Yeah, see, on the new PlayStation Plus as well, while we're talking about PlayStation 3 games, you can play PlayStation 3 games. You can't download them, though. So you can only stream them directly through the internet to play them. It does mean if I stream a game, we can't play it or stream it to you guys. It doesn't work like that. You can't record it either, as far as I'm aware. I've looked into it. So any PlayStation 3 games cannot be streamed. Annoyingly. But PlayStation 4 can and PlayStation 5 can, obviously. What you asking? What games we've done on the channel so far? Let's have a look. So obviously Assassin's Creed Rogue, Assassin's Creed Unity, Watch Dogs series is coming to an end shortly. Horizon Forbidden West, we got the platinum for that one. Valhalla, Black Flag, Revelations, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy, we did that. We didn't get platinum, but we did do that one. Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Liberation, Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. I did do a bit of Mass Effect, but it was so unstable, it was ridiculous. Assassin's Creed Origins we did on the channel. WWE 2K Battlegrounds I did a series on. Marvel Avengers, we did some of that. We haven't gone back for that in quite a while, to be fair. Horizon Zero Dawn, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We did a bit of No Man's Sky previously. Gran Turismo Sport. Apex has been on the channel. Vampire has been on the channel. Rainbow Six Siege. EA Sports UFC 4 has been on the channel. Injustice Gods Among Us has been on the channel. What else have I done on the channel? I think that's about it that's been on the channel, to be fair. Are you into army games? No, I'm not. I have an issue with army games. I think my issue is because they've become so realistic now, I struggle with them. In terms of my mind can't deal with the fact it's not real. So yeah, I struggle a lot with the army games, so I don't generally play them. I have played some of them previously. I've enjoyed a few of them, but I do struggle with them. So I don't generally play them, to be honest. We have got a database entry for this one as well. Surat is now done. John Baptiste Rotondo. This was the guy we just took out. An Italian swindler and double dealer who served numerous masters. Supposedly a professor of Latin, indisputably a dealer in stolen jewellery. He was a regular at the Palais Royal where he met with the Duke of Orleans up to 10 times a day. One could only be assumed that he did not teach the Duke Latin. At one point, Rotondo was accused of attempting to assassinate Lafayette, with whom he had an ongoing feud. A regular at almost every political club, Rotondo was in close contact with the radical leaders of the day. He was in and out of prison for a variety of offences. At one point, it was rumoured that he was he who had murdered the Queen's confidant, the Princess of Lamballe. A rumour that Rotondo had made no attempt to dispel. I do like the Paris stories when they are based on real life things. I do like that. We've done quite a lot on the channel. You've got to think we've been doing the channel for what, a year and a half roughly. It's been the whole time I've been injured. So the accident was December 10th, 2020 when we started. I loved Mass Effect back in the day when I originally played on the PS3. I really enjoyed it. I struggled with the new version. Mainly because it was so unstable, it just got annoying, to be fair. So yeah, I struggle with the newer version of it. Paris story, what have we got? French Crown Jewels. Let's head over there and do that one. Yeah, like I say, I do enjoy them to a degree, but they've just got too realistic for me, I think. I've done some Battlefield 5 on the channel. I've made some shorts and videos on it as well. I do enjoy them to a degree. I don't know. I like the single player side of it more than the multiplayer side. And the problem is nowadays, they're not being designed for single player in mind, are they? They're being designed, the majority of them are all going to be multiplayer now. So because of that, I just don't really look at them, to be honest. It's fine if you like playing multiplayer. I'm just not massively into multiplayer. I like a good story. But it's tough to understand what games you like. There are not a lot of expanded open world games that for you first-person shooters. Like I say, the first-person shooters, the stories I enjoy. It's the multiplayer side I don't. That's the thing. There's lots of single-player story games out there. Some of them, aren't seen by many people. They've not been utilised. People haven't looked at many of these smaller ones, and some of them are really good. This is the French Crown Jewels. Recover 3 lost diamonds from the French Crown Jewels.
We managed to recover
but I'm sure there's loads of stuff we want to do on the channel.
Prominent gems are still missing. And one of those is the French blue itself. The jeweler Lefrancois has a shop near Allogran.
You hate Call of Duty Warzone.
The thieves tried to sell the gems to him.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the multiplayer side. And that kind of stuff, that's the problem. But there's lots of single player stuff out there. You've got Ghost of Tsushima, we haven't done on the channel. Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Spider-Man 2's coming out next year. Wolverine's meant to be out next year. Midnight Suns is out this year. There's even things like XCOM. It's a bit slower, it's more tactical, but could be good. Yeah, there's loads of things we could look at. Death Stranding, Mud Runner, Snow Runner. There's loads out there. That's the thing. Theft of the French crown jewels then. According to the inventory made in 1691, the French crown jewels comprised 5,885 diamonds, 1,588 precious stones, and 488 pearls. Among the most famous gems were the Regent, a 140.64 carat diamond, the Sancy, a 55.23 carat pale yellow diamond that Louis XVI liked to affix to his hat, and the most famous, a blue diamond of the French crown, or French blue, a crudely finished stone weighing 115 carats, brought from the colonies of the Indies. The jewels were stolen in September 1792 when the royal treasury was looted by rioters. The thieves were quickly arrested and executed at the Place de la Revolution, and yet many of the collection's most precious items were never recovered. I'm sure the thieves quickly regretted looting the royal treasury. If they're executed immediately, that's bad, isn't it? Fallout. I've played a few Fallouts over the years, and I liked them. They weren't too bad. It's something we could also look at as well. Batman, the whole Batman franchise, I think, would be quite good. All 3 games to do would be good. That is something I've spoken about previously, I believe, doing the Batman games. Because there's a trilogy, we could do them quite easily. And the story of them is really good as well. It can be a bit dark, but I think the story is pretty good. Okay, we're looking for the crown jewels. Can I get over? Should be able to get over. So we're going to search for the crown jewels. There is. Oh, we've got to interact with the guy there by the looks of things. How do we get to him? No, not that way. Trying to find a way into this guy. Come on down. There we go. Is there stairs here? No, it's just a building. Doesn't help me, does it? I need a back door in, window or something. Is there no way in this way? No. No way in this side. I know exactly where the person is and we can't interact because I can't find a way in. But yeah, we've got plenty of time, we've got plenty of things we can look at. There's a lot of choice. I just want you guys to be part of that decision-making process when it comes to what we play on live stream. Right, this is the guy we need to speak to.
As a matter of fact, there was a man who came in here with an impressive diamond. I refuse to have anything to do with
I've already got the first one anyway, with all the DLC, and Miles Morales is free on the PlayStation Plus subscription. So yeah, I've already got the first one and all its DLC anyway. So there's no point me waiting for it.
I didn't take it.
Press one button. Did we kill him? We did. Well, I killed him. That's the first diamond retrieved. We can cross those off the list. Fallout Batman. I'm looking at the video right now. Oh yeah, I definitely would like to do the Batmans and Fallout. This is a note from the guy who stole the jewel. Bernard, if you can't sell your diamonds, come join me at the border. We'll smuggle them out and sell them in Flanders. I'm waiting at the Barnier de Martyrs border post. Okay. Next one is this way. So that's the note is telling us where the second one is, to be fair. Okay, another civilian event done. So yeah, the note's giving us the location of the second diamond. So that's where we're going to head next. They're thinking about heading to Belgium to sell them, by the sounds of it. Which we can't obviously let them escape with the French crown jewels. I'm not allowed in here, am I? I'm going to go. Why don't you walk? Thank you. I'm not fighting you. I'm off. See you later. Okay. The parkour's already playing up now for some reason. Right. We're getting there to where we're trying to head to. I know they're still chasing us, but I'm not too worried. Okay. Nearly there. I've played... I can't remember which ones I played. I remember playing the first ever Fallout back originally. Oh no, I don't remember offhand. Obviously, I could check my PlayStation 3 history and find out what ones I played on there. There's a few guards around this place. So obviously we need to get in, find out where this guy is, retrieve this other diamond. If we get high, I think that will give us a better viewpoint to see where it is. There he is. There's 2 diamonds there. Okay, so we've got 2 diamonds here, and we need to retrieve. That's 1. I know killing them because they've got diamonds is probably not the best thing, but... The problem is they're all in a guarded area, so I've got to find everyone to get to the last diamond. There he is, last diamond. So that is all 3 diamonds then recovered. Resident Evil, I've played a few Resident Evils in my time. I'm not a fan, to be fair. Okay, there's all 3 diamonds recovered. And now I need to return them to their rightful owners. There's a lot of revolution still going on in the streets, isn't there? We're trying to avoid as much of that as possible, just so we can get to where we're heading. We're getting back there. This crowd is going to slow us down. No, maybe not. Come on, out of the way. I've got crown jewels on me. I'm trying to get them back to the owners. Or to the manager, at least, of the crown jewels. I know we're running for another red area. It was the quickest route.
Come back here and fight!
The quickest route back was through there, so it made sense to do so. We're going to get the thief over here quickly. Yeah, thief done. Okay. My manager that I've got to speak to is over here, but I can't speak to him, I don't think, while we've been wanted. We do need to disappear for a minute. Okay, we should be able to speak to him now. And this should be this Paris story done.
Ah, the diamonds. I will see that they are safely returned to the National Convention.
Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2 is something we've talked about as well. There we go, mission complete. French crown jewels have been returned. And the culprits have been, unfortunately, assassinated. Yeah, Red Dead 2, a lot of people talked about as well doing. No, not going for platinum, but actually just playing through the story. Otherwise, platinum would take forever. Also, what was the other one as well? The Witcher. The Witcher 3 as well. We were going to do a platinum run of that, and then the only way to do platinum means you have to follow a guide, and I don't follow guides. I like to find things out myself, so because of that, we could do a normal run through of The Witcher and its DLC as well. That would be quite good fun. And they're pretty good games. I played them a long time ago now, but I have played them. Okay, their next mission is here. To find a way to it. I didn't really want to go upstairs, to be fair. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's go this way. Hopefully there's a back door I can leave via. I can, or a window at least. So this is our next Paris story. This is Constructing a Close Shave. This one is called. Retrieve the stolen components of the guillotine. So you're not a horror person, but Last of Us, yeah, Last of Us is something we could have a look at, and Uncharted. I'm not a fan of Resident Evil. You're the first person you've heard that from, really. I've just never... They don't interest me, I suppose.
Stolen parts of a new execution machine I'm building. They hope to lure me into a trap. Could you recover all the items for me?
I recognise that voice. So we have a database entry for the guillotine, as we're about to go and find the parts of the stolen guillotine. Referred to by a number of euphemisms during the revolution: the little window, the national razor, and the cat's hole. Not sure why the cat's hole. The mechanism is made of simple elements: a sharp, heavy angled blade, groove struts to guide the blade, a lunette, which is 2 pieces of wood frame for the head, and a release mechanism. The revolutionaries considered the guillotine as an advance for humanity. At the time, public executions could go horribly wrong. If the executioner did not manage to sever the victim's neck with a single swing of the sword, he could face legal proceedings for inflicting suffering that was not otherwise stated in the execution sentence. The guillotine was seen as a more humane, equal form of execution, valid for all citizens. Dr. Guillotine asserted that victims would only feel a slight breath of air on their neck. A persistent legend surrounds the design of the guillotine, according to which Dr. Joseph Ignace Guillotine reputedly asked for the king's advice concerning the creation of its famous machine, at which point the king suggested an angled blade. The king, of course, lost his head to the device on January 21st, 1793, in the Place de la Revolution. What Last of Us is zombie related? I didn't know it was zombie related, to be fair. I've never even looked at it. We can still do it though. Doom, I played Doom when I was younger, when it first released. Nothing like the Doom you've got now. Yeah, the original Doom was amazing, but obviously different to what you've got now. The guy with the hood on is the executioner. This is Charles Henry Sanson, the executioner, master of France's national razor, one of a long line of executioners, and an iconic character of the terror. Concerned about the strain on his shoulders and back if he were to perform the numerous executions demanded by a revolution, he supported the adoption of the guillotine as a more efficient method. The poor little lamb. I hope they gave him one of those special office chairs too. He kept meticulous records and notched up some 3,407 heads. He executed 3,400 people. I think notched up is code for knocked off. That's a lot of people he has executed. Right, we've got to get the parts to the guillotine then that's been stolen. They're in here. This is a red area, so I'm assuming we are going to be attacked for going too far. Lockpick the door first so we can get through. Missed that one. Second one done. And third. Okay. I'm expecting soldiers. Like this one just here. Out of my way.
Stay on guard, lads.
Who's seen me?
It's his precious machine.
Okay, there's snipers up top I hadn't seen. One down. Can I not? He can shoot me, I can shoot him. There's a guy behind me. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? Okay, we're going to have a big fight now, aren't we? Right, we need to take the snipers down before we even try and get these parts. How do I get desynced? I died. Quake, PlayStation 5, Quake. I've not played Quake in years. Has that been remastered? I didn't know it'd been remastered, to be fair. Oh, wow. Spider-Man, Last of Us remastered, Fallout 4, Uncharted 3, Red Dead 2, God of War, Doom. Yeah, these, like I say, I'm happy for any suggestions. And we'll try and, make a decision with all of us involved to what comes next. Right, I think we need to go high straight away here. Take out these snipers, because obviously that's what did us in a minute ago. I might even just go loud and use the gun to take them out. We've got to achieve 4 parts of the guillotine. As I say, I'm quite happy to go loud when you're in this kind of area. How many more have we got? There's number 2 over here, I think. Number 2 down. How many more snipers have we got? It's only the snipers I'm worried about, really. Reload first. Cool. Reloaded. Let's go. There's another sniper here. He's down. Still, the snipers on the church there as well. Yeah, I can't shoot him from this distance, can I? Okay. So the first part of the guillotine is over here. There's a guy here we've got to deal with. Drop down. Well, he's down. Okay, these two over here we can deal with as well. Couldn't do a double there because of the way they were stood, to be fair. Can I now pick it up? There we go. That's one piece of the guillotine retrieved. I should really loot these in case I've got bullets and things, shouldn't I? Best PlayStation 4 game you ever bought and played in your life, and based on graphics, colour, and PlayStation 4 game. I would say probably Red Dead Redemption 2 was one of the best stories. Yeah, probably Red Dead Redemption 2, to be fair.
Chop off heads, you mind? What's the point? Amen to that.
Right, we need to get 2 parts here by the looks of it. We do need to be careful not to be shot, that's the problem. Right, he's down. Nice finisher. So there is a part here, so we can retrieve this, I think, now. There we go. I don't know who's attacking the people. Someone's attacking these soldiers, I think, which is going to help us. Big guy over here. Let's deal with him quickly.
Right behind you.
Right, let's not deal with him. Oh, he pushed back as well. How many bullets? 3 bullets to kill the big guy. I'm liking the fact other people are helping us. Okay. Obviously there are some snipers I've got to watch out for. Where are they? Over there. If he can hit me, I should be able to hit him, but I don't think I can. Right, we can retrieve this. Should be able to. Can we retrieve? Yes. So... Right, we've got to become anonymous to retrieve. We can't retrieve that part until we're anonymous. Which doesn't really help us, does it? Okay. There is a guy there. Just need to reload the gun first. Right, now we should be able to retrieve the parts we need. I think that's all of them down. That's number 2. That's number 3, sorry, done. 1 part to retrieve now. Obviously, them people helping us definitely made a difference. There is a soldier here. He's no good to us. All 4 parts have now been retrieved. We can now leave here and bring these back to where they belong. She's just over here. God knows how he was managing to carry him.
Tobias, we've recovered all the pieces.
All right then. Give me a hand, would you? We'll see if it works.
They're going to see if it works. They made the environment, wildlife and their behaviour so well put together in Red Dead 2, like the bold eagle would come down and grab the fish. Yeah, it was just one of those really well done games that I thought was really good in terms of the world was so alive as well.
It's an ambush, dear Lord.
You've got a good visual novel action adventure, it's a good story, but also dates him with some sex scenes, but story's good. Okay. Luna's route is best one. Oh, we got to defend them now. I was so busy reading chat. I thought we'd finished the story. I didn't think we was about to get attacked. I was reading chat and didn't actually pay attention to what was happening next. Right, we do need help defend these guys. These guys obviously don't want executions to happen. Any more to defend against?
You and all your trouble.
Any more for any more? Is that us done? Big guy coming in. Him down. Who's next? That's that done. Constructing a close shave finished. Luna's route is best one because you join Mafia family and become boss. Sounds interesting. A lot of people are talking about LA Noir recently, aren't they, as well as being quite good. I think I played that originally, a long time ago now. Right, what have we got? We've got about 15-20 minutes left. I'm annoyed we couldn't find the rest of the mysteries. But done a few Paris stories though. What have we got left where we are? We're here now. There's another Paris story up here. Le Band Noir. Help Dawsonville and disrupt the corrupt auction held by Le Band Noir, the Black Band. We'll head down and have a look, shall we? I need to probably put everything back on the map, don't I? Yes. I could do with a shop. Obviously we've got no bullets left now. So a shop would be helpful. But we'll head across, do this one. Right, so we've got a few minutes. We've got 15-20 minutes. Monday will be a bit more exciting because there'll be a lot more story involved with Dead Kings. And I don't actually remember anything about it, so it'll be very, very new for me as well. But yeah, apologies if today's been a bit boring. I did think we'd be able to do a lot more of the mysteries, but they've not really... I don't know why we can't find them. And I don't know what we're going to do about going back towards them either. We'll have a chat about it and decide what we're going to do on Discord and stuff. You know, we do Dead Kings. We have got the multiplayer to do with people when they're free, and then after that, I don't know. Do we finish off some of the side stuff, or do we just say it's done, dusted, and move on? Syndicate. It's them kind of things we need to make that decision. Favourite wildlife. I just like the horse riding in general. To be fair, I thought the horses, the way they reacted, was quite good. Okay, we've got to follow him, and we're going to disrupt an auction. Do need a shop. We've got no bullets left, but plenty of everything else. I'm assuming we're about to get attacked, with my assumption. Yeah, I just like the way the horses reacted. They rode really well. They're just realistic in that respect, I think. Okay, we're about to go and disrupt an auction. Okay.
Now, let us sell off this dilapidated church. I hope it remains standing until we finish.
200 livres, 300 livres.
Who are you?
Citizen Dawsonville. And I bid 300 livres.
We're trying to sell off a church.
You can't bid against yourself.
This man is disrupting the auction. I bid 200 livres. I bid 7, and mine aren't counterfeit.
I must ask you to leave, citizen.
So you can pretend to sell this fine building to your friend?
That's an outrageous accusation.
Take that back. Make me.
You men, get him out of here.
Right, now we're going to defend him. Any more for any more? Is that all of them done? No, more men coming in. trying to get back the Phantom Blade back up and running, but I've got no how to reload it, which was an issue. They all down now? More coming in. Right, this guy dodges quite a lot. There we go. Got the opening by knocking him backwards. Nice parry in there to stop him as well. Him down. Big guy's been taken care of as well by the looks of things. He can definitely fight, can't he? It's not finished yet though. Another one down. One to go. Come on, reload. They're all down. Objective complete. We have helped complete Le Band Noir, and that is done. We've got a database entry as well now for this person. Fabry de la Englantine? I don't know if that's anywhere near correct. One of the worst poets of his generation. Worst poets, okay. Which produced many. The young Fabry won the Lys d'Argent Silver Lily second prize in a poetry competition that took the name Eglantine from the name of the first prize, Eglantine d'Or, Golden Wild Rose, which he claimed to have received, and so this travelling troubadour become known as Fabry de Eglantine. Described as a lazy, unstable, handsome hunk by French historian Jean Toulard, it was only thanks to the revolution that he went down in history. He was saved from prison for debt by a letter of remission from Louis XVI. As a token of his gratitude, he joined the riots and became involved in shady dealings with Danton and Marat, while writing popular plays. To support his lavish lifestyle, he offered his services to the court, 3 million to create a monarchist movement within the Jacobin camp. Danton, Minister of Justice, hired him as secretary. Robespierre blamed him for fiddling with army supplies. He made a huge profit on an advance order of thousands of pairs of boots for the army soldiers, which were never delivered. Along the way, the poet played the role of villain in the September massacres and came up with the names of the months for the revolutionary calendar. As a result of his involvement in the fraudulent affairs of the French East India Company, Robespierre targeted him as a means to eventually get to Danton. Guillotined on April 6, 1794, Robespierre the Incorruptible described him thus: talented but with no soul, skilled in the art of depicting men, even more skillful in deceiving them. All that remains of his life's work is a well-known song, Il pleut, bergerie. It rains, shepherdess. You're going to rest your eyes now. Good night, soldier. No worries, goated. Hope to see you tomorrow. This is our last live stream this week. We're back on Monday morning. Excited to see you play the Dead King expansion. Thank you very much. Goated, much appreciated. Always happy to have a chat. Thank you for the like with us, much appreciated. Yeah, so this is the last live stream of the week. We are back Monday morning next. Is today Genshin night or break? No, Genshin stream was last night. So this is the last live stream of the week. We're back Monday morning and Genshin next week as well. As I say, we've got about 10 minutes left. I may have time for another quick Paris mission, but then that's about it, isn't it, by the looks of things? What we'll do, I want to restock everything before we start Dead Kings on Monday morning. So we'll go and find a shop as well before we finish. Poor one there. That was poor timing for that one. Okay, that is done. So we'll find a shop nearby. In fact, we'll find a shop just there. I want to make sure we've got everything restocked before we start Dead Kings. I think we are near enough done though. I don't think there's much more we can do, especially with the time remaining. And yeah, I'm a bit, I don't know. I feel like there's still lots to do, but yet none of it wants... None of it draws me in enough to say, right, let's go and grind out all the Paris stories. Let's get them all done. I don't think the stories for them are enough to make me want to do them all. I think that's my issue. I don't know. There's just something not pulling me in with them all, and I think we might be done with it. Other than Dead Kings, obviously, we'll do the DLC. I don't know. I've never had that feeling about any Assassin's Creed before, but I just kind of feel like Unity's got to a point of maybe we're finished. I don't know. Have a blessed day and night, and the rest of it. I'll drop you a like before I go. Thank you very much. Thank you for the like, much appreciated. Thank you, Goated. Very much appreciated. And yeah, we'll see you hopefully soon, Goated. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Obviously, I need to have lunch. My other half's home at 1 o'clock. I've got an hour, and I need to have lunch first. Because I can't take the painkillers on an empty stomach. So I need to have them first. When can you get on, Dennis? I still don't know what you need me to do, really. I'll have another look at the video as well and see. But like I said, yeah, I won't have long. We might as well go and empty out the chest while we're here. But yeah, Unity, I don't know. Unity's one of those at the minute. And we've done the story, maybe a bit quickly. The Paris stories don't draw me in enough. I like some of the ones that have real life people involved, but even at the same time, the story's so small, doesn't really give you much to it. And I think because of that, I don't know. I just kind of think maybe we're done other than the DLC. That's kind of the way I'm thinking at the minute. But I'll have a think over the weekend. It might be a case we do some Paris stories in an evening or something for a 2-hour stream, rather than try and do a full-on games. May just spend a couple of hours one evening next week and do a couple more Paris stories and stuff. Just keep clearing stuff out the way. And we'll try and set up a time to do the multiplayer with people as well. So that's something we need to look at. But yeah, I think we're going to finish. We're about 5 minutes early. We're not that far off normal finishing time. But yeah, this is the last live stream of the week. As I say, back Monday morning. It will be Dead Kings Monday morning. That's the plan. There is content on the channel every day. The scheduled video for next week will go live Sunday afternoon at 1 PM GMT. And the channel update is also going live Sunday evening as well. It's just where I talk about what's been happening with me, what we're doing with the channel, where we're going, what we're doing next, that kind of stuff. Most of you who've been in the streams know really what we've been doing, so it's not an issue. But that will go live as of Sunday evening. And I kind of think that's it for the day. I think we're done. Yeah, it's really, I don't know. I thought I'd really enjoy Unity, and don't get me wrong, I enjoy the architecture, I like the way it was created and done. I think my issue is just the map. There are too many collectibles without any real meaning for them. I think that's some of the issue. You've got so many collectibles, but there's no real meaning behind it. Paris stories are interesting and fun, but there's not enough detail. And companion missions are so easy. You just walk up to someone, kill them, done. You don't know what companion you're doing them for, as well. That's kind of my issue. But we'll have a look at multiplayer with some of you guys as well, and we'll do some of that. But I'm afraid that is it for this morning and for this week. It's been a brilliant week, to be fair. We've done quite a lot this week. Obviously, we've finished the main story of Unity. I think we've done quite a lot. Genshin Impact's moving on nicely as well. So that is all done. So as always, thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. We'll be back Monday morning with Dead Kings from Assassin's Creed Unity. To look out for that Monday morning. As I say, scheduled video Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening channel update as well. Have a good weekend, everyone. And we'll see you all soon. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.